Welcome to Papermaker Stadium here on the campus of J.R. Garrett's Middle School here in Kimberly, the site for tonight's WIAA first round Division I playoff game between the visiting Fond du Lac Cardinals and the host Kimberly Papermakers. It's a chilly but nice Friday evening. It's playoff football, and you couldn't have picked a better game here for an opening round game anyway in this area than these two rivals. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ricardo Arguello, part of USA Today Network Wisconsin, hanging out as always with Brett Christopherson and bringing you those high-definition shots, Jim Rosandick. Again, we are all part of USA Today Network Wisconsin. And Brett, when you say Kimberly, when you say Fond du Lac, you're talking about a rivalry that doesn't just happen in the regular season. It has happened in the postseason with some memorable games. What an opening round playoff game, right? Cardinals, Papermakers, it just feels right.
Yeah, it kind of was pretty easy to pick this game, too, I would say. I did the game notes, Ricardo. I think this is the sixth time now these two teams have met in postseason play. Kimberly, a perfect 5-0. But these two teams met back in Week 4. Kimberly winning that one, 42-21, I want to say, Ricardo. But I was talking to some Kimberly folks. That game was nip and tuck.
Yeah.
Until Kimberly was finally able to pull away. They're a little concerned about this Fond du Lac team, and rightfully so. We saw them Week 8, I believe, in Neenah, and that was a 31-29 Neenah victory that went back and forth. We were really impressed by the playmakers that Fond du Lac had. Adrian Johnson, that big old tight end, right?
Yeah.
Looked sensational out there against the Rockets. I know he had a big game against Kimberly as well back in Week 4. Eli Mickelcavage, the sophomore quarterback, has stepped in and done a good job in place of DeAndre Williamson, the junior quarterback who's been out. And so we're going to see how this goes. We've had some close games between these two teams in the playoffs. Kimberly, we were very impressed with last week. We hadn't seen them since Week 2 when they took down Bayport. Really kind of cut through Appleton North. Was very impressed with their defense. And they got a three-headed running attack with Maddox Hermes, Keegan Plew, and Brady Bell, along with Cam Wong and some talented receivers and a big offensive line. So I think this is going to be a good game too, Ricardo. I think it's going to go down to the wire.
I would not be surprised if that is the case. Again, Kimberly Fond du Lac here, round one playoff game, opening round playoff game in D1 here at Papermaker Stadium. Well, let's take a look at these two teams. I'll start off with Kimberly. Brett will follow with Fond du Lac. Again, these game notes put together every week so graciously by Brett Christopherson. What about Kimberly? Well, they're 7-2. That's their overall record. Champions, Brett, co-champs of the Fox Valley Association, a little bit surprisingly.
Right.
We'll talk about that as the live stream continues. But they are winners of 7 of their last 8. They're coming off a 28-10 win over rival Appleton North. FVA regular season finale, that was at Appleton North. A game we streamed. Now, that win allowed Kimberly to share the FVA championship with Neenah, which lost to Hortonville inexplicably. We'll talk about that as well. Quarterback Cam Wong threw for 106 yards on 9 of 11 passing. Keegan Plew, did I say that right?
You did.
And Maddox Hermes powered a Papermakers rushing attack that finished with 304 yards. Plew, by the way, finished with 159 yards and a touchdown, a 68-yard run on the first play of the second half, while Hermes rushed for 80 yards and 3 touchdowns, including a 31-yard score in the third quarter. Brady Bell, Brett mentioned him before, added 42 yards on 8 rushes. I think I had to mention this, Brett. If you go to the Post-Crescent site, both Keegan and Maddox are nominated for Player of the Week.
Yeah.
So if you would like, if you're a Kimberly fan and want to give them a vote, go to Preston.com and look up the Athlete of the Week poll. Both of them are nominated. Alex Lam, he led the way in receiving last week with 5 catches for 88 yards. Defensively, Logan Clavijo and Eli Jansen finished with 6 tackles apiece. Brennan Resch credited with 2 interceptions. Talking about Wong again, he's thrown for 837 yards and 11 touchdowns this season. He's completed nearly 60% of his passes. He has thrown 3 picks. Plew and Maddox Hermes, they're the top rushers with 598 and 558 yards, respectively. Plew has 7 touchdowns and is averaging 6.6 yards a carry, while Hermes has 8 scores and is averaging 7.5 yards per carry. Is there anything Hermes doesn't do?
He's a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Oh, Brady Bell, and this is a nice third running option here with 333 yards, 3 touchdowns. Lam leads the way in receiving, 27 catches, 381 yards, and a score. Hermes next with 13 catches for 221 yards and 2 scores. Defensively speaking, Clavijo has a team best 75 tackles, including 57 solo. Tyler Hinn has 3 sacks to lead the way. Brennan Resch, we talked about him, has 5 of Kimberly's 10 interceptions. Nice year for Resch. And as a team, Papermakers are averaging just over 100 yards passing a game. They're averaging, though, 209.4 rushing a game. And this is a critical thing here. Kimberly is averaging just about 29 points a game, and they're only allowing 11.1, Brett. That's a pretty good difference there when you're looking at the postseason. That usually bodes well for a team. The next opponent, well, we don't know, but it would be the second round in the D1 football playoffs to be determined. Brett, Fond du Lac Cardinals, what can you tell me about them?
By the way, it's the winner of Hamilton and Marquette, so we'll keep an eye on that. If people in the chat can funnel us that score, that'd be great. Fond du Lac 5-4, you mentioned Kimberly 7-2, but the Cardinals, winners of 3 of their last 4 games, they're coming off a 48-14 victory over Oshkosh West last Friday, Fox Valley Association regular season finale down the road at Fond du Lac. Mentioned him before. Quarterback Eli Mikkelkavich had a perfect night as he completed all 7 of his passes for 141 yards and a touchdown as Fond du Lac jumped out to a 42-0 halftime lead. Mason Henschel, he led the ground game again with 119 yards rushing, 3 TDs on 13 carries. Overall, Fond du Lac ran for 201 yards. Caden Umentum led the way in receiving with 3 catches for 32 yards, while Xavion Davis finished with 2 receptions for 62 yards and a score. Adrian Johnson had 1 catch for 25 yards, and Henschel posted 1 reception for 22 yards. Defensively, the Cardinals limited the Wildcats to just 104 yards. That included 22 rushing on 14 attempts. They also, talking about Fond du Lac, came up with 3 interceptions. On the season, Mikkelkavich now the team leader in passing with 698 yards and 7 touchdowns. He has completed 63% of his throws and also has 5 interceptions. Henschel is the top rusher with 1,180 yards and 12 touchdowns. He's averaging 6.1 yards per carry. Mikkelkavich is second with 418 yards and 7 TDs. He's averaging 5.4 yards per attempt. Johnson leads the way in receiving with 23 catches for 431 yards and 4 touchdowns. Umentum is next with 14 receptions for 252 yards. On the defensive side, Alex Betcher, hope I'm saying that right, is tops and tackles with 67. That includes 24 solo stops. Brady Schmidt is next with 66 tackles and 1.5 sacks. Ethan Kolb is third with 59 tackles. Guardian Harris has 2 of Fond du Lac's 6 interceptions. As a team, the Cardinals are averaging 27.3 points per game and allowing 20.1. That's the scoreboard. And then looking on the field stuff, the Cardinals are averaging 135.7 passing yards per game and 199.3 rushing. As I mentioned, winner of this one plays either Marquette or Hamilton. Hamilton seeded number 2, Marquette the number 7 seed. That will be next Friday night in a second round playoff matchup. Of course, the Kimberly fans, if the Papermakers can win, Ricardo, hoping for a Marquette upset, because then that game would be right here at Papermaker Stadium.
And that may very well happen. You know, Marquette's a very fine program, Brett. As we know, we've seen Marquette at some of the state semifinal level games that we've seen.
Seen them here before, too,
yes,
I think.
As well. So that's a very good program. That's not out of the realm of possibility. So expecting a good one here, though, Brett. And you're right. You know, so this is what happens, folks. Let me give you a little inside info here. You know, when the pairings came out, you know, Brett is right away on the matchups. He's trying to think of which ones can we do, you know, reasonably well. Remember, it depends on venue as well.
Yep.
And, you know, we saw some of the good D4 matchups. It always came back to this matchup, didn't it, Brett? When you're talking about Kimberly Fond du Lac, just given that Fond du Lac always seems to be a dark horse kind of team. Kimberly, we know how good they are, and the rivalry and all that kind of stuff. And this plays a big part of it, folks, the logistics part of it. You know, Kimberly does a great job of providing us space, a wired connection.
Yeah.
That's important. And, you know, it just does a great job of hosting us when we do a game here. So want to give Ryan McGinnis a lot of credit for that.
Yeah, the athletic director here. We thank you, Ryan McGinnis, and his great staff. Great to be back. Been since week 2 since we've been here. This is our 3rd Kimberly game, though, because we saw them again last week. But, you know, you mentioned trying to figure out a matchup. You look at Fond du Lac 5-4, but 3 of the 4 losses this season by a combined 16 points.
Right.
So they're not far away from being like a 7-2 team. This is a really, really good first-round matchup and a tricky matchup if you're Kimberly being a number 3 seed going against a really good 6 seed. National anthem coming up from the Kimberly marching band, so we'll do that here in a little bit, and then we'll talk more about this game once the starting lineups are underway.
Fond du Lac High School, and the WIAA expects that all spectators will promote the
Great job, as always, by that Kimberly marching band. Probably have to focus on the band at halftime, listen to their halftime performance. People don't want to listen to us babble for 18, 20 minutes, right, Ricardo? So we'll definitely focus on those folks as well. But looking forward to this one. Can't believe the playoffs are here, and I want to thank first our playoff sponsor for our playoff live streams, Unison Credit Union. They're proud to support and sponsor our Game of the Week playoff live streams. With 6 locations throughout Northeast Wisconsin, Unison Credit Union offers low rates, local decisions, and fast approvals. Visit unisoncu.org to get started today. Also our season sponsors, Cellcom and Piggly Wiggly. Cellcom was built here in Wisconsin. They cover every county, corner, and cabin road in the state, and they'll buy out your current contract and give you up to $1,100 toward a new phone when you switch. See cellcom.com for details. And Piggly Wiggly is proud to support Wisconsin high school athletics. As your local grocery store, they're committed to making a difference in the community, both on and off the field. Shop local.
Shop the pig.
I think they should hire us to do their
Sure, why not?
their commercials.
Man, if they want me to wear the pig outfit, I'd do that too.
Yeah.
and 2 losses. We are the Fox Valley Association Conference champions. Our head coach, Mr. Chad.
El Ronnie on the chat says, good to hear your voices, best announcers. Wow, thank you. Looking forward to a great game. Go
Yeah.
Papermakers. Thank you, El Ronnie. We appreciate you checking in.
Gonna be a good one.
Already got a nice online audience building. Also streaming on our Post Crescent and Fond du Lac Reporter websites, and the Post Crescent, Fond du Lac Reporter, Oshkosh Northwestern, and Green Bay Press Gazette Facebook pages, Ricardo, because this is a game of regional interest without a doubt. Now that we're in postseason play. Hard to believe it's playoffs. You know, last week it was beautiful warm weather. Today we're all bundled up. The wearing shorts streak has come to an end.
I saw that, Brett. But you said that it would, more than likely after week 9.
Week 9, I got to get through week 9 in shorts, right? And then it's who knows. So looks like Fond du Lac will be kicking off to start this game, and I think trying to get things situated as to which side each team should be on.
The south goal.
But fun time of year. Hard to believe 4 more games to go till Camp Randall and the state finals. Fall season flying by.
Yeah, this was a game that we were talking about, Brett, on our 920 Sports podcast with Doug Ritchie, who came down, spent an hour with us to talk about area matchups. I know we were looking at this game, Brett. People can check that out. Go to postcrescent.com and go under the sports and varsity tab, and you can link onto that podcast and see what our thoughts are for all the area teams here in the Fox Valley area.
And there's a kick. We are underway. Looks like that'll be taken by, who is that? That's number 0. That is Brennan Resch. And Kimberly will start this game with the ball. And we are underway. First round, not level 1.
No.
First round.
We don't like calling it level 1. The WIAA does that, but we're not a big fan of that.
Well, you never know what especially when you get into the deeper level, what does that mean?
Yeah, what level, what does that mean? How far are they from state? We don't know that.
Yeah, first round, second round, state
I
quarterfinals.
wish they just, do exactly what Brett said.
State
Opening
semifinals.
round, second round.
You talked to Todd Clark about that.
I should talk to him about that. Todd Clark, WIAA Communications Director. Great guy.
Cam Wong in at quarterback, and he's going to look to his right. Slings it over to Alex Lam, and that's a good start for the Papermakers. Good strong throw, and nice catch by Lam. About a 5-yard pickup.
Into the 39-yard line, 2nd and 5 for the Makers.
Back-to-back games for us in our Cellcom Varsity Game of the Week live stream, seeing the Papermakers look really good last week. I know, Ricardo, you were at the Winneconne Seymour game.
Yeah, the last 2 weeks I've watched Winneconne and try to get a good gauge on them. They're obviously the only area undefeated team, Brett. Division 4.
There is
Plew.
Keegan Plew, the senior.
Keegan Plew on the carry.
But was very impressed with how they looked. Remember, Plew with that 68-yard touchdown run to open the second half. That was the first play of the game in the second half against Abilene North. Maddox Hermes had 3 touchdown runs.
3rd and 3.
But we saw this Fond du Lac team really give Neenah everything it could handle. And very impressed with these guys as well.
Yeah, I'll talk about that in a little bit. I was at that game, Fond du Lac and Neenah matchup that was here.
There's Bell, and he's got a nice hole.
He's
Well,
close.
he's going to be just. Oh, where are they going to mark
close.
this? I think he got it.
Bell of the carry.
They marking at the 44. If it's at the 44, I think he has it. They already marked it.
Yep. Just got that last little push and was able to get that first down.
Into the 44-yard line. Ridley, 1st and 10. Papermaker.
Just underway here at Papermaker Stadium. Fond du Lac Cardinals, Kimberly Papermaker's first-round playoff game, Division 1.
Speaking of Neenah, we got a text from one of our contacts down at Neenah. Sounds like Ashton Van Beek is dressed and will be starting tonight,
Look
the
at
quarterback.
that.
So
Very
that's
good to see.
good news for the Rockets. And there's a good news pass from Wong to Lam again. They have a nice connection.
Parrish on the tackle. Gained it to the Fond du Lac 48-yard line. 2nd and 2.
So 2nd and short coming up for Kimberly. Brett, nice, real quick, easy throws, high percentage throws for Wong. He's 2 for 2 for 13 yards here, Brett. Nice to see that for Kimberly, just showing off a little bit ground game and the air game. They're going to need both in the postseason.
This time, Plu, the all-conference first-team running back, dives forward for a first down. Talking about Neenah, their Rockets are playing De Pere.
Ethan Kolb on the tackle.
And, of course, Ashton Van Beek had missed last week's game. Remember, Rockets losing, surprisingly, to Hortonville. That allowed Kimberly, with the win over Appleton North, to sew up yet another conference championship, sharing the title. But Van Beek, the offensive player and offensive back of the year in the FVA. So, Rockets fans happy that he's back at quarterback.
Completely changes that team, Brett. Makes them a state contender.
There's, again, pass to Lam, and that's 3 for 3 between those two.
Momentum on the tackle.
2nd down and 6. Very manageable down. And, again, Wong doing a good job of just connecting with Lam on those quick outs.
Both of those players, Ricardo, all FVA second-teamers, Wong and Lam.
That sounds like some sort of TV show, Wong and Lam.
Sounds
They're
like a
cops.
musical group like Hall & Oates. This time, Plu with it right up the gut. Good blocking up front, spinning his way to another first down. And a very good-looking drive to start this game for Kimberly.
Brett, he dragged Ethan Kolb, Fond du Lac, their senior linebacker, for a few more yards after first contact.
So 1st and 10. And this time Brady Bell trying to get an extra yard or two. We'll call it a 2-yard run for Bell right at the 30-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Want to give a shout out, Brett, to Mike Sherry for filling in last couple weeks. Well, last week, I should say, right, for me as I was covering Winneconne, that big Bay Conference showdown between Winneconne and Seymour, won by Winneconne. Did a great job.
He does. I always enjoy working with Mike on these live streams. I like working with you as well, Ricardo. But
do you really?
It's good to have.
Okay.
It's good to get Mike out, right? And
it's good to get me out of here, is what you're saying.
No. Good to get Mike out of the office. Wong looking to his left. He's got plenty of time. Going to go downfield. He's got his. He's looking for Lam. Pretty good coverage though. That was number 5, Peyton Umentum, the senior defensive back, going stride for stride with the 6'4" Lam. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, and if you're Fond du Lac, you got to be a little worried there because he had way too much time, Brett, and I know he misfired on that pass, but if you give him that much time, he's going to tear you apart. So 3rd down and long for Kimberly.
Wonder if this is a blitz situation for the Cardinals.
I wonder if this is a 4-down situation for
I think so.
Kimberly.
See, but I know Maddox Hermes, though, can boom him from a long ways away, so we'll see. Depends on how this drive goes. They're trying to set up a screen. Oh, Kafandi read it perfectly.
Yeah, they did.
Number 27 all over that. That is the junior linebacker. The Alex Betcher, Boettcher. And looks like Kimberly will just go for it, Ricardo.
Yeah, I think that's just a little too far for a field goal attempt. That would have been a 49-yard field goal.
Tough in colder weather too, right? That ball's a little bit harder.
Good reaction, though, by the Fondy defense, Brett, to sniff out that screen pass. They've got some playmakers on the defensive side of the ball, no doubt. And we have a timeout. That's going to be at Kimberly.
Timeout, Kimberly.
Brett, I'll try to keep up on these scores here. Our guys in the office, Dan Cohn, Jim Oscola, Mike Sherry, seeing what they have in terms of these scores. Big day, obviously, first round of the playoffs.
Got one already from a couple of our chatters. Oshkosh North beating Marshfield 28-7.
Yes, I see that. Rice Lake, by the way, Brett, in the second quarter, 22-14. Rice Lake is leading Kaukauna.
Well, that's a closer game than maybe I gave the Ghost credit for. It's a long trip out to Rice Lake.
Looks like they played an hour early. But I'll be keeping track of those scores. Good stuff, and hopefully try to get some from around the state too, Brett. There's some interesting matchups as well. You can check out all my division-by-division predictions, Brett. And anybody out there, go to postcrescent.com. I gave my top 7 questions. I did cheat a little bit, Brett, and add in a Green Bay area one.
That's okay.
Just because Notre Dame, obviously, and West Lapeer, they cross paths with a lot of teams
Sure.
around here.
Absolutely. It's a regional time, or it's a regional interest. Watch out, Wong getting chased. And that was knocked away by number 21, Connor Gudix, the senior defensive back. And Fond du Lac, Ricardo gets the turnover on downs. Good start defensively for Fondy.
Yeah, big old Adria Johnson applying pressure, Brett, off that from the Kimberly offensive perspective, off that left edge, doing a good job and chasing Wong, making him throw on the move.
So Fond du Lac getting ready for its first crack at offense. And remember, number 29, Eli Mikulkavich, is the sophomore quarterback. Not usually used to seeing a quarterback wearing number 29, but he's done a good job. And I was pretty impressed with his ability when we saw him at Neenah a couple weeks ago.
Brett, by the way, that Kimberly drive was 11 plays.
Bend but don't break for that Fondy offense, or defense, I should say. Is that Henschel with it?
He's a good player. I remember Henschel.
Mason Henschel, yep.
If I don't follow, like if I can't see the games live, Brett, a lot of times in the office I'll take a look at the live streams. One of the radio stations of Fond du Lac always live streams the Fond du Lac games. So you get a good look at this Henschel. He's a tough kid. He's a tough kid, got speed, got power. Like to see him run in between the tackles. One of the top players in the FVA for sure.
Been around, it seems like a while,
It has, doesn't it?
So Henschel with a couple. Let's see what Mikulkavich is. The time he's going.
One's wide open.
Yeah, he's going downfield. He's got Johnson. And there's that connection, Ricardo. We were so impressed with number 1, Adrian Johnson, the 6'3", 235-pound senior tight end. He's got great hands, great size. He's physical. He's strong. He's fast. He's really the whole package, and an absolute problem for opposing defenses. He is a first-team All-FVA selection as well, and that was a beautiful pass by Mikulkavich.
38-yard gain on that, Brett. I saw that play develop right off the line of scrimmage. I saw Johnson just kind of make his way over the middle of the field and easily get past the linebackers.
Mikulkavich, he's going to keep it this time, and dives for a few.
Eli Michaelwitz on the carry.
And I'm telling you, this Fond du Lac team, folks, I pick them as I've always looked at them as a dark horse when they're one of those 6-7 seeds, that kind of stuff, because they got the talent.
They're dangerous.
Yes.
Very dangerous. That's a tricky, 6-3 matchup if you're Kimberly being a third seed, saying we got to take on this team coming in. Mikulkavich waits. This time Henschel looking for some space. Not much there. Third down coming up. All-time series, Kimberly leads at 22-14. Kimberly has won 4 straight against Fond du Lac in a series that dates back to 1984. That includes a 49-21 victory in Week 4 this season here at Papermaker Stadium. This also marks the 6th time the Papermakers and Cardinals have faced off in postseason play. We're not including that 21 alternate spring season.
Nope.
But Kimberly has won the previous 5 fall postseason playoff matchups, and there have been some barn burners. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. Third down. Got to think this is 4-down territory for Fondy. Mikulkavich waits. Got time. Looking to his left. Over the middle. Wide open. That is Caden Umentum near the goal line, Ricardo. I think down at the 2 or maybe the 1. Wide open over the middle of the field.
Well, give credit to the Fond du Lac offensive line, Brett. Gave Mikulkavich a lot of time to throw. He went through his progressions a couple times.
Yeah, no kidding. Caden Umentum, a 5'11", 175-pound senior wide receiver. And what do we have here? A timeout for the Cardinals. And Fondy knocking at the door.
Yeah, already Mikulkavich, Brett, 2 for 2 for 60 yards. 22-yard pass play to Umentum, and then the big 38-yard pass play to Johnson. Fondy Cardinals moving that ball in a hurry, Brett. They started at their own 32. 5 plays later, they're at the Kimberly 2.
Wow. So yeah, those previous 5. Now again, we'll talk about that very memorable spring alternate season matchup, but playoffs for these two teams started in 2014, Kimberly winning that one 41-15. That was a Division I state quarterfinal. 2 seasons later in 2016, Kimberly winning that one 32-29 in a close one, a Division I state quarterfinal. The next season in 2017, again a close one, Kimberly winning that one 28-21, Division I state quarterfinal. In 2018, remember 22-21 Kimberly in overtime in a Division I state semifinal that I believe, wasn't that the 2-point conversion that Kimberly went for? And then in 2022, Kimberly winning big in a first-round game, 42-14. Here you go. And that is, who's in? Is that Mikulkavich?
He kept the ball, yeah.
He's in. Well, did they mark it? He's in. 2-yard run for Mikulkavich. And the Cardinals strike first. What a drive. First of all, what a defensive stop, turnover and downs. And then the Cardinals, Ricardo, just march right down the field.
Yeah, good job by Fond du Lac scoring in 6 plays, covering 68 yards. Again, the 2 big pass plays from Mikulkavich to Umentum and Johnson, really the spark on that drive. What we got going on here, Brett?
I don't know what this is.
Oh, that was a little Brett, say it, just a little razzle-dazzle.
Emiliano Martinez, now number 17, in for the PAT, and that one sails through. And as we look at our Cellcom and Unison Credit Union scoreboard, as I said, Fondy strikes first, and even 4 minutes to go in this opening quarter. 2-yard touchdown run by Eli Mikulkavich. Martinez with the extra point, 7-0. Fondy with the lead.
Updating my Twitter, you can follow me, X. You can follow me at Ricardo DeLeon, D-E-L-I-A-N. Brett's at PC Brettsy, and Rosie's at Metal Rosie.
By the way, just waving to our photojournalist, Bill Glasheen, walking by the track. Check out his photo gallery later tonight. It'll be on postcrescent.com and FDLreporter.com. There's Bill. We're catching Bill's best side right there. Bill doing yeoman's work. There he is. Very, very talented photojournalist. And by the way, excited to welcome back our other photojournalist here pretty quick, Dan Powers.
He's covering a game tonight?
No, he's coming back next week, though.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Looking forward to having Dan back in the fold as well. We missed Dan as well.
Need him.
Yeah. So good to hear that. Whoa, live ball. Plu's just going to have to fall on it, and does. Boy, oh boy.
Brett, I got some scores here. We talk about Rice Lake leading Kaukauna 22-14 at the half. The final, Oshkosh North 28 over Marshfield, 28-7. Bayport leading Appleton North 7-0. Bondual leading St. Mary Catholic 7-0. Coleman leading Randolph 6-0. That's a D7 game, I want to say. And then Freedom, they're up 7-0 over Kettle Moraine Lutheran. And Little Chute, Brett, 6-0 over Ripon. Ripon has that state's leading rusher. That's going to be an interesting score, but the Mustangs, boy, they go up. Brett, that's hard to run when you're down a bunch of touchdowns.
No kidding. Little Chute just playing across the river from here in Kimberly, neighboring villages. As Plu on the run. Watch out, Plu still on his feet. Finally brought down. And good job by Plu, not only on the run, but to hold on to that ball, because Guardian Harris, number 8, The 6'4", 220-pound junior linebacker, Ricardo, coming in from the backside. That could have been one of those punch-out plays. Instead, good hands by Plu, along with the speed that we've seen from him.
38-yard gain for Plu. Gets them to 4 carries for 52 yards, Brett, on the evening. Something I think Kimberly needed, a little explosive play, Brett, to start off this drive.
Try to stymie any early momentum that Fondy has. Left side.
Look
Whoa,
out.
that was to Hermes from Wong. Incomplete, second down coming up. A little bit of a wobbler, a little high pass. Just didn't get a good grip on that ball.
Second down and 10. Papermakers on their second drive. Their first drive stalled out a little bit, able to, Fond du Lac's defense, I should say, able to turn them over on downs. See what Wong and company have here. Whoa.
Whoa.
A little bit of movement there, but
It was a little bit is right. Plu now stopped, and here's a big third down already at midfield coming up.
In first for number 8, Guardian Harris. Ball marked right at midfield.
third down and 7, Brett.
And 7 for the Makers.
Wong's coming back out. I haven't seen Maddox Hermes at quarterback yet.
Just saw him in that route, right,
Yeah.
previous, but haven't seen much of Hermes. Hermes is split wide, far side of the
He
field.
is. Again, Mr. Do Everything for the Papermakers.
Wong waiting for it. This time, play fake. Watch out. Wong got to get rid of it. No, he's just going to keep it,
Yeah.
and I think Kimberly's going to have to punt it away. Fondy defense playing. Oh, we got a flag.
Oh, boy.
I think it's going to be on Fond du Lac because you can see that Kimberly bench
I'll tell
clapping.
you, Brett, that was a great play by the Fond du Lac defense.
Yes.
They forced they forced Wong over to the right, and there was nowhere for him to go with the ball.
But now we're going to get a personal foul against Fondy. And if you're Sam Pluker, you're just livid, aren't you? You just got to stop your defense coming up with presumably Kimberly's going to have to punt it away. And now you just give Kimberly 15 free yards. Ball at the 35-yard line. You get to stop, and then personal foul call. Must have been a late hit right out of bounds.
Right, and then you don't do that right. First off, you don't do that ever. But number 2, you don't do it in front of the Papermaker bench, Brett.
So Kimberly now just going to toss it to Bell, trying to get around that far side. Good tackle by 12. Devin Neal, Ricardo Fondy playing fast right now in defense because I thought Bell had the edge.
He did have the edge, Brett, and that could have gone for a lot more, but good play there. Again, Fond du Lac's defense, we know, Brett, they have playmakers on that side of the ball. 3 carries, 8 yards for Brady Bell. I feel like I've been saying his name for 5 years now.
Yeah, he's been around too, right? Well, even look at Keegan Plu, senior. Seems like he's been around a while.
We're just getting old. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
This time, Wong
He's
going to
got
keep
guys
it.
open.
Yeah, he's got it. He's going to get rid of it. Oh, nice hands there. That's number 4, Jackson Dietrich, the senior fullback, showing some good hands there on a tough little pass. Little tricky throw, Ricardo. Tricky catch.
Yeah, he had guys on open on different levels of Brett, but when you're throwing on the run, that's always a little tricky. He just wanted to find the guy he was comfortable throwing to. But that brings up a first down.
Yeah, at the 23-yard line of Fond du Lac. Again, remember, Fondy got the stop, but a personal foul call, late hit out of bounds. Fresh set of downs for the Papermakers as Plu diving past the 20.
Number 3, Keegan Blue on the carry.
Fondy coach Sam Pluker, former Kimberly standout, Brett.
Yeah. He was on some of those state title games as part of that 70-game win streak. Doing a good job at Fond du Lac.
Yeah, he is. Second down and 7 for Kimberly. Again, this drive, Brett, started back at the 15.
Wong going to hand it to Plu. Ooh. Hit so big old number 72. That's Sam Vokes, the senior offensive lineman. Sam Vokes is the offensive lineman of the year. Check the defensive lineman here in this case, but he was the offensive lineman of the year in the Fox Valley Association.
Plu, 7 carries, 60 yards I have him for. Again, unofficially, it brings up a 3rd and 5.
This will be interesting. I would think if Kimberly does not get the first down, they'll just trot out Maddox Hermes, try to get some points on the board. Let's see, though. I thought Hermes was going to get the handoff. Instead, great run by Wong. Close. Now what do you do but 4th and 1?
Oh, it's 4th and 1, all right. And
I think you got to go for it.
Yeah, Wong takes it down inside the 15.
You got a hard runner like Keegan Plough, Brady Bell, Hermes, Wong, any of those guys with that offensive line, they should be able to get a yard, I think, if you're Chad Michaelwitz. You can see now Hermes coming out. Looks like he's going to take the quarterback role here now, Mike, or Ricardo at number 10, Maddox Hermes.
Right decision here. Now it's a chance for him to kind of show off his physicality here.
Will they run the play out? The back judge is starting to count, so we'll see if they get this snap off. Yep, Hermes, he's just going to tuck it in, and escapes. Got the first down. Why do I keep calling you Mike now suddenly? Got the first down. That's how the first quarter comes to an end, but he looked like he was almost stopped. Was able to shed a tackle, and a fresh set of downs awaits Kimberly as we switch sides and head to quarter number 2.
Brett, I talked about the physicality of Hermes, and that there you see it right there. I thought he was caught behind the line of scrimmage, able to break through that arm tackle with his powerful legs, pick up the 4 yards needed, taking it down to the 10, and a new set of downs. And more importantly, the drive continues.
Yeah,
for Kimberly.
As we look, Ricardo, Fond du Lac up 7-zip through 1 quarter as we look at our Cellcom Unison Credit Union scoreboard. Mason Brandt, wish I could be up in the booth with y'all. How you guys doing? We're doing good. A little chilly. De Pere 3, Nina 0, but Rockets struggling again like last week, according to WRHO. Muskego 9-zip over Madison. A lot of scores coming in. Arrowhead leads Wausau West 7-zip. If anybody has the Hamilton Marquette game, that would be great. We'd appreciate that because the winner of that one plays the winner of this one. By the way, WRHO, I believe that's you. I appreciate the package that I saw at the office recently.
Oh yeah? No anthrax in it, right?
No, it was a cap. I believe it was a Spurs cap because he's down in San Antonio. So appreciate that. As Hermes now, he's just what are we gonna have here? A flag, and we're gonna get a false start on Kimberly. That'll back up the Papermakers 5 yards.
Brett, I'm looking at the play drive here. There were 21 plays run by Kimberly in that first quarter. And that's compared to what, 6 for Fond du Lac.
Dominating the time of possession, but you know how football is kind of weird that way, right? Trailing when you look at the scoreboard. Cam Wong, by the way, finished the regular season with the Fox Valley Association lead in touchdown passes with 11.
Okay.
Remember, he backed up Braden Ellefson last season. Ellefson now playing college football at UW Eau Claire. So, according to that's boundwisconsin.com, looking at the stats, I thought 11 touchdown passes. That just doesn't seem so low. Wong, watch out. Oh, boy, somehow it gets away from Adrian Johnson. Wong just going to keep it finally out of bounds. Boy, Ricardo, Adrian Johnson is just an athlete out there.
That's the second time he's put on significant pressure on Wong. Force that incompletion on the Papermakers' first drive, and this time forces what, a 1-yard gain?
Yeah, we were wondering when we streamed the game a couple weeks ago at Nina, he's got to be going somewhere, right?
He's
in a very he pops.
He pops. I was just gonna say.
He stands out on the field. Number 1 for Fondy, both sides. Wong, Bell trying to get something. Boy, that Fondy defense is tough.
Brady Bell to carry.
So there you see, Brett, the penalty really kind of short-circuiting this drive up to this point now.
78 Owen Julian on a tackle. Gain to the 12-yard line. 3rd and goal to go Makers.
4 carries, 10 yards for Brady Bell. See what the Papermakers have on this 3rd and long. Can they get? No, it's 3rd and goal to goal. Am I right, Brett? There's no sticks.
There is no first down marker. Is Wong going to take a shot to the end zone looking for Hermes? Oh,
boy. They're just saying the feet got tangled up.
I think so. You can see that Kimberly bench, they wanted the penalty, but I think now field goal unit comes out, and Chad Michaelwitz will just take the 3 points with Hermes as one of the best kickers, certainly in the conference. In fact, I believe he was the kicker and punter first teamer, for the FVA. By the way, Chad Michaelwitz, head coach at Kimberly, and Steve Young, the head coach at Neenah, both co-coaches of the year in the FVA this season. So this is what a 29-yard attempt for Hermes. Oh, crushes that one into the nighttime sky, and it's good. 29-yard field goal by Maddox Hermes. Kimberly now on the board. But if you're a Fond du Lac, you'll gladly trade touchdowns for field goals, right? Still Fondy on top, 7-3 as we look at our Cellcom Unison Credit Union scoreboard. Last time these two teams met was week 4. Kimberly winning that one 49-21 right here. Cam Wong, 111 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. He was 7 of 8 to pace a Papermaker's offense that finished with 343 yards. Maddox Hermes, 108 yards and 3 touchdowns. Keegan Plew, 63 yards and 2 scores. Mason Henschel led the Cardinals with 116 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns that night. Adrian Johnson, 4 passes for 90 yards and a TD. And the Kimberly defense, based on what I saw, forcing 3 turnovers that night. And Ricardo, I think that's going to have to be the case again tonight, that Kimberly defense is going to have to come up big with some key turnovers, because right now that Fondy defense looks very, very fast and physical. Maybe shorten the field if you're Kimberly. Hermes now. A touchback machine. Big time leg by Maddox Hermes, and he's back for another season. Boy, look at it. He just crushes that one into the end zone. So 1st and 10 for Fondy at its own 20. According to Mike Sherry, Marquette 3, Hamilton 0 in the first quarter.
Okay.
Thank you, Mike. That wouldn't be, it would be an upset for sure, but would it be a monumental upset?
I don't know, Marquette. Remember, they were in the final. Did they win the title? I can't remember.
Did they? Yeah, I think
ago.
they beat Franklin, right? Wasn't
Yeah.
didn't the Hilltoppers win that one? We streamed that state semifinal down at Sun Prairie.
They marking this at the 20. Okay. Brett, again, the Cardinals only ran 6 plays in the first quarter.
Right down the field, scoring a touchdown. Eli Mickelcavage again. Oh, he takes a big-time shot. This could be picked up in the air, and almost an interception. It bounced again off of a player.
It did.
And I think that was, zero. Brennan Resch was the defensive back in coverage. Almost landed, I think, in number 9, Logan Clavijo's hands, the senior linebacker racing down there. But falls on the turf, and Eli Mickelcavage, Ricardo, took a shot as he delivered that ball.
2nd and 10 for the Cardinals. The ball remains on their own 20-yard line.
La Crosse Central leads Menasha 8-7 late in the first.
It's another long trip across the state, right?
Yes.
Menasha going there. Kakana over up at Rice Lake.
2nd down and 10 from the 20.
A couple times now we've seen Mickelcavage airing it out. Testing that Papermaker's secondary. Watch out. Oh, Mickelcavage somehow gets it off to Henschel. Henschel has room. Was that a screen, or was that just kind of a abort the play? Let's get it over to my my running back.
That was hard
I
to tell. Yeah, I couldn't either, Brad. I don't know if that was scripted that way. But either way, a nice play from Henschel.
Into the 36-yard line. 1st and 10.
16-yard gain. And Mickelcavage, Brad, 3 of 4 for 76 yards early on.
I'll tell you, Mickelcavage, he's going to be a good-looking quarterback. As he already is. What's he going to be like when he's a senior in a couple years? Really sees the field well.
Little shoot up 12-0 over Ripon.
Again, that's just on the other side of the Fox River. Kimberly and Little Chute, neighboring villages. A few miles away, the football field. Oh, knocked away. I think that's going to be an incomplete pass.
Great pass break up. I don't know if number 2, Spencer Pendleton, knocked that away.
Xavier Davis, number 0, the intended receiver. He almost had it and made that quote-unquote football move, but yeah. The peanut punch, as you like to call it, right?
Charles Tillman, he should be in the Hall of Fame, in my opinion.
He kind of revolutionized that. Nobody was going like trying to punch that ball out till he started doing that.
And I think you should be seeing that at all levels. I think high schoolers should teach that.
Absolutely.
Second down and 10.
There's Henschel. Boy,
Wow.
strong run
Henschel on the carry.
against a good front for Kimberly. That's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up to 45.
Play to Jackson Lawson on the
Get
tackle.
Mason Henschel, 6 foot even, 185 pounds, senior running back.
5-yard line.
Fox Valley Lutheran leading Luxembourg Casco, Brett, 7-0 early in the second.
For the Cardinals.
This isn't a surprise. Mayville really taking it to Chilton, 21-0. That's end of the first quarter. Thank you again to Mike and Dan and Ascola back in the office getting these scores. 3rd and short.
Yep, Henschel again, and he's got the first down at midfield.
On the carry.
I tell you what, right now that offensive line for Fondy doing some big-time work in this game so far. My Ricardo, I must be working with Mike too much.
1st and 10. Fun
It's okay. First down right at midfield, Brett. Yeah, this is another good-looking drive from Fond du Lac. You know, Kimberly's kind of dominated time of possession in the first quarter, but the Cardinals have been definitely more efficient when they've had the ball. This is Xavion Davis near side, Brett. He's a playmaker, too, for them as Johnson splits out wide, top side.
Mikulkavich again,
Oh,
got
no.
all dime. Oh, he's got his guy
He
right
does.
downfield.
Oh.
Just missed. Was
Brett.
that Johnson?
Yeah, it was, you know, and he ran a nice double move. Is that a flag in the –
Yeah, it is.
it's pink.
Yeah. Who's that? It's going to be on. Is that a hold on Kimberly?
Might have been on Johnson, you know, or on that route there, Brett, because boy, he just outside.
He's a headache for
He is.
for these defensive backs right now. So defensive holding, first down, Fond du Lac. Is that what, 15 yards?
No, they're calling it 10 yards.
10 yards?
Penalty places the ball at the Kimberly 40-yard line. 1st and 10 Cardinals.
Even more problematic though is Mikulkavich's got time.
Yeah, and you see like that connection has really matured and become very potent, Brett. I mean, he's a game wrecker. This number one, there's Adrian Johnson, 6'3", 235, senior tight end. He's not a tight end, folks. He plays like a receiver.
Yeah, fast. This time Henschel again. Oh boy, took a big hit from number 22. That is Jackson Lawson, the senior defensive back, with a big hit on Henschel.
And on that play, Brett Johnson had a nice block on Eli Jansen. So he can block too, folks. This kid, I would think he'd have to be getting D1 looks somewhere.
I would think so too. De Pere leads Xena 3-zip after 1, and now Hamilton on top of Marquette 7-3.
2nd and 8 for Fond du Lac here. They're into Kimberly territory, leading 7-3.
Mikulkavich again. Boy, he's just
Way too
surveying
much
the
time.
field. Now on the run a little bit. He's just going to tuck it in, showing his wheels. And, oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Got to be careful there. He didn't go down until he was outside of the
You
playing
can,
surface.
Ricardo, you can see the Fondy bench, and you can hear the fans across from us. They're wanting a maybe a late hit call, but no flag there. So 2nd down, or 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, only a yard gain on that play for Mikulkavich. 2 carries, 5 yards for him. 3rd and 7. This is a pretty important down defensively for Kimberly, Brett.
Here are the Kimberly fans in front of us, shaking those cowbells. Trying to make it loud here at Papermaker Stadium as Mikulkavich waiting for the snap, directing traffic. He's going to drop back again, look to his left. Now he's surveying the field. Oh, big hit going deep downfield, and it's going to be short.
Yes.
That was Caden Umentum, number 2, the intended receiver. Brennan Resch, number 0, in coverage. Now what do you want to do if you're Sam Pluker?
Well, this is right in that no-man zone, right, where we might, if you punt it, it's a short punt.
He's
Too far for a field goal, you got to go for it.
Yeah, he's going for it because I think he trusted what his defense has been doing right now as well. Ball is the 37-yard line, 4th and 7. coming up.
Defensive line trying to get the crowd going. Tyler Hinn.
This would be a good time if you're the Cardinals. Maybe invite that rush and try to call for a screen maybe. Set up a screen.
Johnson's in the fullback position there, Brett.
Oh, boy.
Oh, now that's who you got to watch.
We're going to get a timeout.
Yep.
Fondy, talk things over.
Timeout, Fond du Lac.
So 1 timeout remaining for the Cardinals. Kimberly has not had more than 2 losses in a single season since 05 when it finished 4-5 overall. Kimberly coming in at 7-2. Looking at Fondy, 3 of Fondy's 4 losses this season have been by a combined 16 points. I mentioned that earlier. Appleton North 15-8, Kaukauna 36-29, and then Neenah 31-29. You mentioned also about Sam Pluker. He's in his 4th year guiding the Cardinals as the head coach, doing a great job over there. He had been an assistant with Fond du Lac previously, but as Ricardo mentioned, he's a 2015 graduate of Kimberly High School right here, where he was a 3-year Leonard winner and a 2-year starter at linebacker and a member of the Papermakers 2013 and 14 state championship teams. Also served in as assistant coach at UW Oshkosh before joining Fond du Lac. So a homecoming for Coach Pluker, hoping it's a happy homecoming. Fondy up 7-3 as we look at our Cellcom Unison Credit Union scoreboard. Mikkelkavich waits for the snap, going to his left. Oh, big-time rush coming. Going downfield, he's got his guy. It's knocked away.
And that was great timing, Brett. Who was that? What defensive back?
I think that was number 22, Jackson Lawson, right at the last second. It looked like that was going to be another connection between Mikkelkavich and Adrian Johnson. The ball was right there. But Lawson gets in there, knocks it away near. Big-time catch by Johnson. Wow. What a play defensively, though, by Lawson, the senior defensive back, 6'1", 185 pounds.
That's a tough matchup for him, too. But, Brett, I really think both sides of the ball did well on that. That was just a great play by Lawson. I thought, okay, so maybe the ball was just a tad bit underthrown by Mikkelkavich, but that's hard to blame him when he's on the run like that, Brett.
That was still a pretty darn good throw, I thought, and I thought that was a connection. So that is Plu now with the carry. By the way, Neenah now in front, 7-3 on an Ashton Van Beek touchdown. So the Rockets leading that one. You never know. You might look back on that one, Ricardo. That could be a play of the game candidate because Fondy was on the move. And, boy, if Johnson picks up that, then they're really knocking at the door to make this a 14-3 game.
2nd down and 5 right now for the Papermakers. Let's see how they respond with that. You know, that's a nice play by your defense to give you the ball in pretty good field position now, Brett. They're nearing midfield here. 2nd and 5 situation at the 42. Hermes far side, Lam near side. Wong gonna give it off.
Oh, Bill, who's that he ran into initially? That was number 1. Guess who? Adrian Johnson again. He is just a one-man show at times, offensively and defensively. Again, Johnson, number 1. Got to watch him, folks, when you're watching the stream for Fond du Lac. 6'3", 235 pounds, senior, listed as a tight end, but also doing big-time work on that Fond du Lac defense. Along that defensive line.
I was going to say he lines up everywhere. I've seen him inside and outside. So 3rd down and 5 for Wong.
Wong going to get rid of it, and what a catch by Lam! That is a long throw across the far side of the field. Not sure how Lam plucked that out of the air because I thought the coverage was pretty good. Fond du Lac defender gets in there last second, but Wong snatches it for a big 1st down grab. Keeps this drive going inside the 35 to the 33 of Fond du Lac.
Yeah, Brett, 25-yard gain, you know, and that shows you a little bit of Wong's arm strength, Brett. That's a hard pass to complete. You know, outside the numbers there from that hash mark. Good play, and then another great run after the catch there for the Kimberly receivers, Brett. 25-yard gain, 6 of 11, 49 yards is Wong.
So Kimberly's saying, hey, we got a guy that wears number 1 that's pretty darn good too. And Maddox Hermes still on his feet, keeps his balance inside the 10, and finally brought down. Hermes, tough to defend Ricardo. He's got some moves, right? But then you can see the athleticism and how he was able to keep his balance after he was tripped up. Gives himself another 5 or 10 yards just by being able to stay on his feet. So first and goal at the 9.
I think you got to get the ball in Hermes' hands more, Brett.
Yeah, and I like that connection between Wong and Lam, number 1. Well, you look at Lam, too, a little bit of a matchup issue because he's 6'4". He's got that long frame.
24-yard gain for Hermes. 2 carries, 28 yards I have for Maddox. First down, goal-to-goal situation from the 9. What's going on here? A little timeout.
Kimberly wants a timeout. So both teams burning a pair of timeouts, one left for each.
Yeah, Nina up 6-3 over De Pere. Fox Valley Lutheran, Brett, 14-0 over Luxembourg Casco. Your Little Shooters 20-0 over Ripon.
We'll see Bayport all over Appleton North, 20-0 so far.
Boy, Menasha, Brett, La Crosse Central, that's a 5-4 matchup. You know, you always kind of wonder about the Blue Jays. You know, you've seen it before where they've kind of had a kind of a meh kind of regular season, and then they catch fire in the postseason.
Don't know where we'll be next week, but somewhere is the plan, right? Used to be a little bit easier trying to chart these playoff paths, but the seedings have been a little strange, so I'm not sure how we're going to do this, but we'll be somewhere next week for a second round game. As Hermes now taking the direct snap. He's looking for an edge. Gets into the end zone from a 9-yard touchdown run by Maddox Hermes. Again, plowing through some defenders. Ricardo on his way to the end zone. And Kimberly with its first lead of the game, and Hermes now will try to tack on the extra point and be responsible for all 7 points on that scoring play.
Again, I just love the way he runs. He's a physical runner. Get the ball in his hands. That's 3 carries for 37 yards for Maddox Hermes.
Very impressed with Hermes as that PAT easily sails through the uprights. And as we look at our Cellcom and Unison Credit Union scoreboard, Kimberly grabs its first lead of this first round game, 10-7. And actually, as I write down some notes here, it's Maddox Hermes 10, Fond du Lac 7 right now.
There you go.
Because Hermes with a 29-yard field goal earlier in this quarter. Eli Mikkelkavich scored first in this game, a 2-yard touchdown run by the Fond du Lac quarterback. That was a first quarter run. And that's the scoring so far. Good game here in this battle. This not only a Fox Valley Association rivalry, but a playoff rivalry at that. You can see some fireworks across the way as well. Little shoot up 20-0. I think you mentioned that, didn't you?
Yes.
Now I see WRHO saying De Pere with the lead over Nina 10-7. Seems like the first round's always, you just never know. Again, winner of this one plays either Hamilton or Marquette. Marquette wins, then that game will be either here or Fond du Lac. Hamilton wins, the game's down at Sussex. And Maddox Hermes have to think that this is going to sail into the end zone. You know, Hermes, Ricardo, he set a state record with a 91-yard punt in the Papermakers' 44-0 win over Oshkosh West. That was back on September 4th. How about that, a 91-yard punt? It's also, you know this, a really good pitcher for the Kimberly baseball team. I don't know if you saw this on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, but he recently posted a video of himself nailing a 65-yard field goal right here at Papermaker Stadium. Didn't look like it was practice. It looked like he was just kind of horsing around. It was off the turf as well. He had, on the regular season, 16 touchbacks and 21 kickoff attempts. He was also 6 of 10 in field goals with a long of 45, and he was 28 of 29 in his extra point attempts. As a punter, he was averaging 42.6 yards in his 20 punts. And as we've seen, he can do a little quarterbacking, a little running back. That's going to be a procedure call against the Cardinals. Kind of I think you mentioned in one of your preview story about some questions going into the playoffs, kind of a jack-of-all-trades guy and a valuable weapon for Chad Michaelwitz.
Gotta love those kind of guys. I mean, it's like what do you call a Swiss Army knife? Kind
Yeah.
of? You can put them in anywhere, in any position. They're invaluable.
Well, through the regular season, he was second on the team in rushing, 558 yards and 8 touchdowns.
Can also catch the ball. I mean, he's an overall great athlete as
Henschel trying to get some of those penalty yards back.
51, Reed back on the
Yeah,
tackle.
he was 5 of 8 passing this season, 41 yards. Of course, not a lot, but
5 to the 20.
heck of a leg and heck of a
2nd and 10
weapon.
for the Cardinals.
And as you can see, I know he had 3 touchdowns that we saw last week against Appleton North. Now add one more to that tonight, the 9-yard touchdown run.
5-yard gate for Henschel. Brett, I have him 23 yards on 6 carries. 2nd down and 10 situation for the Cardinals, trying to answer that touchdown.
Mikulkavich now on the run, going to uncork a laser. Oh, nice throw. And they're going to say is it
Denver Davis calls it.
incomplete. Okay, that was Xavion Davis. Couldn't tell. Always tough for Ricardo with all the guys in front of us, but
Holding against the Cardinals.
and a holding call at that, too, so you might as well back out Fondy on that penalty. Nina now up 13 to 10 over De Pere. 7:55 left in the second quarter, so that game's starting to pick up. Oh, they're going to take decline the penalty.
Yeah.
Okay,
20-yard line.
so 3rd and 10. Chad Michaelwitz saying, no, we'll decline it. We trust our defense to get a stop and get off the field. And, boy, based on where the ball is, field position in Kimberly's favor right now as well.
Brett, I think I should have worn my boots.
I
My
wore
feet-
some extra socks tonight.
Yeah, I should have done that or worn the boots. It's getting kind of
I'm
kinda chilly.
I'm dressed in layers. And what are we going to get here?
Flag on the play.
That's going to be a delay of game. That's the flag coming from the back judge. So a drive that's been kind of herky-jerky for Fond du Lac, to say the least.
Play of game. Fond du Lac. 5-yard penalty.
Hamilton up 14-3 over Marquette now. Sussex Hamilton. They have the Chargers, I think, starting to take it to the Hilltoppers. So Mikulkavich again, he's got a good arm. He's got all day long looking for a receiver downfield, and couldn't tell if that was knocked away or just sailed
That's Denver Johnson.
over Johnson's hands. But boy, now you can start to see the coverage. You see how many red jerseys are around number 1 for Fond du Lac?
Brett, I think Mikulkavich started 3 for 3. He's missed on his last 6 pass attempts.
And now look at this field position. You can see that is number 5. That is Ryan Halfman.
Turn the punt for Kimberly, number 5, Ryan Halfman.
He's lined up at the Fond du Lac 40-yard line. The punt returner for Kimberly. Well, blocked! It's blocked! Is that a touchdown? It's a touchdown! A blocked punt leads to a touchdown for the Papermakers!
Brett's trying to figure out who got that.
That is number 0, Brennan Resch, the senior, picking up the ball in the end zone. And a punt block. Kimberly. Boy, how this game is turned suddenly.
Special teams coming through for the Papermakers on that, Brett. Brennan Rush getting that block punt in the end zone. 16-7. Boy,
Number 7,
you're right, Brett. Quite the turnaround here as Hermes to kick the extra point.
And Hermes nails that one, and just like that, with 5:05 to go in the second quarter, Kimberly now up 10. They're leading 17-7 over Fond du Lac as we look at our Cellcom Unison Credit Union scoreboard. Boy, that rush just got in there. The punter had no chance. I wonder if that was just an all-out, we're going to send everybody in and try to get this punt block. Good special teams play by the Papermakers. Thanks to everybody who's checking us out tonight. If anybody wants to watch this game, let them know where we're at. We appreciate it. We appreciate you guys giving us such great support all season long. 17 straight points for the Papermakers. The punt block. Didn't see who got the block. But Brennan Resch coming up with the ball in the end zone. And now Maddox Hermes out to nail this one into the end zone again. Yeah, I'm getting a text. Looked like number 9. I saw Logan Clavijo, number 9, Ricardo, the senior linebacker. They're giving him some attaboys on the sideline. So I'm guessing Clavijo was the one who blocked it. Okay. And then Resch coming up with the ball in the end zone.
He's been a big playmaker for Kimberly on defense all year long, Brett. Clavijo. I want to say he leads them in tackles. I think I mentioned you saw that on your notes. As now Fond du Lac, Brett, it's imperative that they get something going here. First down and 10 at the 20, just for confidence purposes.
Clavijo, a second team all-conference selection at inside linebacker. Yeah, let's see what Michalkavich can do. A big drive here now for Fondy. As he slings it over and intercepted! Intercepted by number 22. That's Jackson Lawson, the senior defensive back, and Kimberly, all the momentum swaying its way right now. We talked about, right, turnovers at Kimberly defense. We thought maybe they have to come up with a couple. There's one right there after the big special teams play. And the Papermakers now in business. Ball at the Fondy 34. Kimberly looking to add to this 10-point lead here in the second quarter.
Boy, Cardinals are just collapsing right now, Brett. This is unfortunate for any Fondy fans out there. The last, 3-4 minutes of gameplay here has completely switched this game around. And a touchdown here, Brett. Oh, my goodness. That's a 3-score game right there.
Lawson's made some plays this game, Ricardo.
Yes.
And that was a tough pick near the turf. So let's see if the Papermakers can capitalize. Of course, Fondy trying to get the stop, and there's a good start by that Fondy front right there as they drop Plouffe for, 2-3 yards, I think, loss on that play.
Loss back to the 37-yard line. Second and 13 for the Makers.
Second down and long now for Kimberly. Brett, I think you can make this a 4-down kind of situation here. Don't need to get it all back in one shot, but here's that.
Jet sweep to Hermes, trying to break some tackles. Boy, good so far. The Fondy defense really responding after that turnover.
And they needed to, Brett. Third down and long now on that 1-yard run. 4 carries, 38 yards for Maddox Hermes. But imperative, if you're the Fond du Lac Cardinals, that you guys make a play here and force a punt. I think it would be a punt depending on what happens on this play. Because if you're Kimberly, Brett, you would like to have them pinned back down deep.
Back judge, hand up. Now he's counting down as Wong waits for the snap. Dropping back. Going to sling it over to his guy. That's Plouffe in the flat, and he gets the first down. Wow. Another long throw, Ricardo, across the field. Laser throw, too. That was right on the money, and Plouffe makes some guys miss. Gets a big third down conversion. That's a killer.
Well, Brett, that was a nice pass, but Plouffe made that play. He's breaking tackles in the secondary, things like that, allowing them to get that first down in a 14-yard gain. I have 7 of 12 for 63 yards for Wong.
Hand off to Plouffe. Boy, look at this. Plouffe, finally brought down. Thought he was going to score. Number 12, Devin Neal, the senior, there to trip up Plouffe, but not before he gets another first down. Ball at the 12-yard line. So Kimberly can still get another first down here on this drive.
Oh, Brett, this is a I mean, they score here again. This is tough for if you're a Fond du Lac Cardinals fan. See your team rally from this.
This time Bell with it. Inside the 10 to the 9. Fondy will start the second half with the ball. But, yeah, if you're Sam Pluker, the last thing you want to do is be down 24-7 at the half when they were kind of in control for these seems like certainly the first quarter, even the first part of the second quarter.
2nd and 7 from the 9 for Kimberly.
Pump fake, Wong, rainbows one. Ooh, just out of reach.
You like that kind of shot, though.
Yeah, that was Maddox Hermes in the corner of the end zone, so 3rd down. Wonder if, again, they can get the first down, I think at the 2. 3rd and 7 is what they say on the scoreboard. Yep, that's at the 2, but what will Chad Michaelwitz want to do here if they're stopped? You just take the points, and I think you have to.
Boy, FDL's up over Lux Casco 21-7, Brett.
Wong, play fake. Ooh, watch out. He's on the run, scrambling, throws, intercepted. Wow! Fondy's defense comes through with the stop. That's number 9 on the pick, Ethan Kolb, the senior linebacker. Kind of got Wong moving, and he tried to flick it into the end zone or near the end zone, and Kolb with the good hands. That is the stop Fondy needed.
Yes, they do, Brett. And, you'd like to see the offense respond maybe with some points, but defensively, great play. Let's say that they don't get anything and they run out the clock. At least it's not down by 3 scores. Tough if you're Kimberly. Opportunity missed there. Brett, by the way, we're talking about FBL. One of those touchdowns, a 90-yard touchdown pass.
Wow.
High just to Jacoby Dilberstein.
So let's see if Fondy can capitalize. Whoa! Mickelcavage was dropped by number 69, Tyler Hinn, the senior defensive lineman.
Oh, is someone still on the ground there, BC?
For Kimberly?
Yeah.
Tyler Hinn, a first-team all-conference selection at defensive line. Trying to get a number here who's down for the Papermakers. Can't tell right now. Talking about Luxembourg Casco, they were rolling until they ran into Little Chute and Freedom, and
now FEL taking it to him. Woo. Oh, is that Eli Jansen?
That's Eli Jansen, but good to see that he's back up and walking off. Boy, Eli Jansen, one of your Elite 11s. He is a first-teamer, obviously, defensive line. And he's going to play at South Dakota State, I believe?
Yeah, I think so, one of the Dakotas.
Yeah, South Dakota State. He comes into the season. He was ranked as the top edge rusher in the state by WISports.net, so hopefully he's all right.
Second down and 12, Brett. That was a 2-yard loss for Mickelcavage.
Fondy got to be careful here. Hand off to Henschel. Looking for some space. Still on his feet. Finally brought down. Good hard run by Henschel. Gives Fond du Lac a little breathing room here and trying to maybe, well, Kimberly's going to burn a timeout, and that'll be the Papermaker's final timeout of the half. Rice Lake up 30-20 over Kaukauna. Neenah up 13-10. Little Chute, wow, up 32-zip over Ripon. I'm telling you what, folks, we saw Little Chute play against Denmark. I think that was week 4, week 5, one of those weeks, and we were impressed. First-year coach Mark Kromenacker, Fox Valley Association fans know him from his stint at Appleton East. He was the head coach of the Patriots for 7 years. Moves over to Little Chute, easy transition as far as geography, because Little Chute's a suburb of Appleton.
Right.
And, again, just on the other side of the river, just a few miles away is the high school from here. And they're rolling. And that wing T
It was like a hybrid. I talked with Kromenacker just over text. This one, I go, Coach, I call it wing T. It looks like wing T, like what we used to run at Amro, or flex bone. They're very similar.
Yeah.
It just depends on where the quarterback's position. He goes, well, yeah, we actually do run a mix. Sometimes it's wing T, sometimes it's flex bone. If it's flex bone is when they're in the shotgun.
Okay.
He goes, it's the same principles, though. You know what I mean?
A lot of ball deception, and Little Chute's got a bunch of good running backs and a really good offensive line and a really good quarterback is Henschel now.
Oh, he got the first? Oh, he's
no.
close.
Oh, did he? Nah, let's see.
He's close.
He might have gotten it. So the Mustangs, no surprise, because that is a tough offense to prepare for.
Brett, I think he might be just a tad short.
I wonder if they're going to have to measure here with a minute 17 to play. Looks like they're going to bring out the chains. Quick trip over there, the football on the far side of the field. Rosie's got the shot. He's all over it.
Timeout for a measurement.
But, again, we were impressed not only with how they looked, but the fact that those guys at Little Chute could kind of master that offense so fast. Looks like just a little shy, 4th down. I have to think, well, boy, does Sam Pluker go for it here?
I'm only saying because, if you kick it, they get the ball back. They have time. They have a couple timeouts. It's only, a couple inches there. If you're Fond du Lac, you have a hard runner with Henschel.
But what if you screw up with the snap? You bobble the snap a little bit, But, yeah, with a minute 17 to go, you got to trust your offensive line to get you that
Do we see
first
keeping
down.
their offense on the field?
This is where you kind of like to see maybe Mikkelkavich go under center and just quarterback sneak and get that first down.
They're waiting for the play call.
The ball's in play, so they're probably going to have to burn a timeout here.
The time's not going. Oh, yeah, it is going down.
Now the back judge is raising his hand.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to punt it away anyway just to try to take some time because Kimberly was out of timeouts. So that's a smart move by Sam Pluker there. Just say, you know what, let's wind it up. Let's not take a chance and something silly happens and maybe they either talk it over, but I would think now they would punt it away after they burn some time off. But knowing the situation, knowing that Kimberly couldn't stop the clock, neither team now with a timeout remaining. I think it's risky. Of course, Fond du Lac had a punt blocked.
That's true. Brett, I have my gloves already over here.
I got some gloves. I got the winter hat on. I layered up. And, because I've been dealing with some back stuff, I didn't want my back muscles to kind of clench. I got a little heating pad on my back.
Smart.
So I kind of press it against there. Yes. $31-0 Bayport. Over Appleton North, Ricardo. 31-zip over Appleton North.
Tough end of the season for Coach Salm over there. And, Bayport, that's a team that caught fire in the postseason last year, Brett.
Yeah, I think they're dangerous. 14-10 now Hamilton over Marquette. As we said, 31-zip Bayport over Appleton North. That's going to be a running clock game. And remember, last time Fondy punted, it was blocked. Let's see if the Cardinals could get a clean one off here. And watch out, it was shanked. Oh, boy.
Look out if you're.
Look out is right. And now with 42, 41, let's see, 40 seconds, 39. The fans are saying, stop the clock. But 39 seconds. Look at this field position. At the very least, you got the big leg of Maddox Hermes now who could add a few more points on. Ball at the 30-yard line. After that interception by Wong in the last play, I saw Chad Michaelwitz, the head coach, go over there and talk to him, kind of grab him, kind of talk in his ear. I'm sure he's saying, hey, keep your head up.
Yeah, I mean, Wong, he's trying to make a play.
Yeah.
When anytime you have a mobile quarterback, you're going to have to take the good with the bad, right? Or the bad with the good, I should say. And, sometimes you're going to throw, while you're running, and it's not going to be as accurate as you'd like it. But right now, Brett, there's a prime opportunity here with 39 seconds to get some points for the Kimberly offense.
And again, Hermes with the big leg as Wong's on the run, going to sling it over to, that's number 6. That's Ryan Buchanan, the senior tight end. Ryan Buchanan.
They're on the ball right away, too.
He's a first-team tight end as well. Clock running.
7-yard gain.
You can hear the fans getting a little impatient here. Your clock is running down to 15 seconds. I don't know if you've got time.
Well, if they get a first down, the clock stops.
Got to hurry up, fire it over, and yeah, that will stop the clock. But you're going to have to get to the line quickly and spike it and then get your field goal team. Lam with the catch. Clock. Oh, wow, they got back to the line quick. Maybe 2 seconds came off the clock. So now you send out the field goal unit with that big leg of Maddox Hermes and get a few more points on the scoreboard. And if you're Chad Michaelwitz, you'll take that every day.
Oh, I had a good sequence of plays for Kimberly, and if they're able to get 3 points, Brendan, you're talking about a 13-point lead. Though you did say Fond du Lac gets it to start the second half.
So 34-yard attempt here for Hermes, and he can hit this one no problem.
Brett, you got the angle here. What do you got? What do you see here? Oh, that's long enough. That's
easily through for Hermes with 1 second to go, a 34-yarder. For Hermes, he already had a 29-yarder earlier. And that's a big second quarter for the Papermakers.
1 second left here in the first half, but that short punt sets up a field goal for Hermes, 27 lead for Kimberly over Fond du Lac. Brett, at one point it was 7-0.
Yeah, Kimberly has scored 20 points this quarter. A 20-0 run for Kimberly now after that Eli Mickelcavich run in the first quarter made it 7-0 Cardinals. That was with 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. It's been all Kimberly here now in the second quarter. 20 points. Hermes with most of those. 2 field goals, a touchdown, and the extra point, and of course Brennan Resch with the fumble recovery in the end zone on the punt blocked by Logan Clavijo. And I would think once you just kick this out of the end zone again, you don't want Fond du Lac to have any chance of taking one back if you're Kimberly.
Well, see what they have in mind. Hermes, obviously, excellent kicker. Oh, you just squib kick it on the ground, too, bro.
Yeah, you could do that, too. See what Hermes wants to do. He's just going to
kind of like halfway in between there.
Line drive. And some hard hitting there, but that's how the first half comes to a close. Be sure to keep it here, folks. We'll talk about this game, of course, but we're also going to, I believe the Kimberly Marching Band, will let them showcase their talents as well here in a little while as well. Wanted to check out some scores here before we wind down or close it down for the first half. Nina up 13-10 over De Pere at the half as well, and as I mentioned, winner of this one plays either Hamilton or Marquette, and that's a close one as well. Hamilton up 14-10 at last check.
And now for your halftime entertainment tonight, please welcome your 25-26 Kimberly.
So it is halftime here at Papermaker Stadium, and a quick look at our Cellcom and Unison Credit Union playoff scoreboard shows the Papermakers leading the Cardinals 20-7 in this WIAA Division I first round playoff matchup. We'll talk more about tonight's game and what we have coming up digitally at USA Today Network Wisconsin after this short break.
From the moment we get up, technology is at work in our world. That's why Cellcom built a network to support big moments and small victories. It's technology with a heartbeat.
I do it right, I'm powered up, I feel alive. I do it right, I'm hot as heat, my start a fire like sugar, 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 nothing sweeter than me. I spice it up, I'm having fun, I'm feeling free. Here I come, ba-da-ba-da-bum. It feels so good to be me. I'm a superstar. Whoa.
Welcome back to, well, I guess we're technically at J.R. Garrett's Middle School, right? Papermaker Stadium. This is the site of the middle school, the previous high school. I'm Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network Wisconsin and the Post Crescent. Hanging out with me is Ricardo Arguello and Jim Rosandick. Rosie, he's our mastermind behind the scenes, making sure all the high-definition shots and all the technology comes to you nice and clean. We'll talk more about tonight's game here in a little bit, but let's let the Kimberly marching band, along with some folks, some kids at the middle school, they're all playing together. Let's give them a little listen, shall we? And we'll talk more about tonight's game in a little while.
This year, the Kimberly High School Band has performed at home football games and the homecoming parade and halftime show. The 3 high school jazz bands can be heard in concert on November 20th. The Papermaker Marching Band can be seen marching down College Avenue at the downtown Christmas parade on November 25th. The Winter Band concert is on December 15th. We now ask you to join in singing as the combined band salute Kimberly High School with Yay to the Colors of Red and White. Concludes as one of the greatest American melodies of all time. Originally written in 1918, but dropped from a now-forgotten Broadway musical, this song was finally introduced 20 years later in 1938. Over $10 million in royalties earned from the sale of this song has been donated to the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts of America, according to the wishes of the composer. Here is Irving Berlin's beloved hymn to our country, God Bless America.
And then with noodles, and then they had hot and normal for both. It was like 4 different things, but beings should not be each other. Yeah. Do you make chili dog? Do you use the chili sauce with beef? Because I know I don't. I look for the chili dog. Chili dog. Just the sauce. Yeah. No, I think that would be weird to put beans. Unless. It's really beef mac when you put it in the noodles, which I don't mind. I actually like beef mac. My aunt makes it really good. Tomato and all that kind of stuff. Not chili.
That's just insulting.
Great job by the Kimberly High School Marching Band along with the 8th graders from J.R. Garrett's Middle School right next to us. That's actually where Papermaker Stadium is located on the campus of the middle school, previously the high school. High school is just, a couple miles up the road, so nice to listen to all these great bands. They all do such a fine job, and no exception here at Kimberly. So, again, welcome back to our Cellcom Varsity Game of the Week playoff live stream, and I want to thank our playoff sponsor, Ricardo, Unison Credit Union. They're proud to sponsor our Game of the Week playoff live streams.
Appreciate that.
Yep, with 6 locations throughout Northeast Wisconsin, Unison Credit Union has low rates, local decisions, and fast approvals. Visit unisoncu.org to get started today. And then we also appreciate our season-long sponsors, Cellcom and Piggly Wiggly. Switch to Cellcom, and they'll buy out your current contract, and you get 6 months free. Keep your phone, keep your number, and get Wisconsin's local network built for you. Visit a store or cellcom.com for details. And Piggly Wiggly is proud to support Wisconsin high school athletics as your local grocery store. They're committed to making a difference in the community, both on and off the field. Shop local.
Shop the pig.
So, as you can see on our Cellcom and Unison Credit Union scoreboard, Kimberly up 20-7. A big second quarter for the Papermakers. Ricardo scored all 20 of their points. Maddox Hermes, some big moments there. He's accounted for a pair of field goals, a 9-yard touchdown run, and the PAT. And then, of course, the big special teams play, the block punt that was recovered in the end zone by Brennan Resch with 5:05 to play. Turned a 10-7 game into a 17-7 lead. We think that was number 9, Logan Clavijo, the senior linebacker, getting his hands on it to force that blocker, come up with a block to allow Resch to score. But your first half thoughts, that was a big second quarter by the Papermakers.
You mentioned Logan Clavijo. I just think Kimberly has been making plays all game long. I mean, they were down 7-0. That seems like 2 weeks ago, Brett.
Mm-hmm.
And we're looking at the chat. By the way, got to give a shout out to the chat folks.
Thank you so much.
They have been giving us all these scores. We appreciate this.
Also the views.
And the views. Thank you so much, everyone.
We appreciate you
guys.
We
appreciate you week in, week out. We hope that you'll join us throughout this whole postseason run here on the teams that we're covering.
And our basketball streams
and
as
our
well.
basketball streams upcoming.
But football's first, yep.
But if you're looking at Kimberly, Brett, I'm really impressed just with their ability to capitalize on Fond du Lac mistakes. That's always a sign of a good team. It's one thing for the opposing team to make a mistake. It's a whole other thing for them to make a mistake and then you make them pay for it. And that has been really Kimberly's MO. During the Steve Jones years, right? They first off, they never turned the ball over, and then number 2, they would hurt you when you turned the ball over. So I heard from many coaches that you have to play Kimberly perfect during those years. So that bodes well right now in this game for the Papermakers. Now for the Cardinals, again, they're really shooting themselves in the foot. The block punt, that should not happen. I know that it was in a real tough spot there near the goal line, but those are the kind of mistakes that you absolutely simply cannot have. Because either way, they were going to get the ball on short yardage, so don't help them out by having that punt blocked. And, other than a couple of big pass plays from Mikulkevich to the incomparable, I'm telling you, this kid's amazing, this Adrian Johnson, they haven't really had anything of note on offense. If I was Fond du Lac, and this, again, I'm just the guy, this is just me, I go back to that run game, go behind Henschel, get that play action going, maybe with Adrian Johnson, because a couple of times they really hit on some big ones there, and they kind of missed a long one there. Who was that corner? Was that number 22 who made the big play there?
He had he knocked it away.
Yeah, he made
Jackson Lawson.
Again, playmakers for Kimberly coming up and making big plays. Now it's time for Fond du Lac's big playmakers to come up and make a big play. They have them on offense. They do have some on defense as well. This game's not over. It's a 27 lead. They get the ball back. This is imperative that they make this first drive in the second half and at least get it past midfield. Don't have it where you're giving it up to Kimberly and they got to go 35 yards for another score.
Tell you what, Fond du Lac starts the second half with the ball. They put 6 points on the board. And all of a sudden it's a 20-14 game.
It's a game.
It's a ball game again. So conversely, Chad Michaelwitz, of course, is saying let's get the stop get our offense on the field that was kind of cooking here in the second quarter, and let's put the game away ourselves and take a 27-7 lead if at all possible.
So Henschel and get the ball to Johnson.
Yeah.
Those are your two big playmakers. They are elite guys. Let them, if you're Fond du Lac, don't go down swinging with your big hitters, you know.
I tell you what, though, you've noticed, though, that the Kimberly defense, like I said at one time in the first half, how many red shirts were around number one of Fond du Lac there. They kind of making some adjustments, making sure, you know what, you're going to throw it somewhere else, or you're going to try to force feed him, and we're going to pick it off. So anyway, good stuff here. We see Kakano lost 30-20. Gagos, a good run this year.
That's a tough matchup at Rice Lake.
Yeah, and what else do we have here? Winnicott up 42-zip in the first quarter.
Milwaukee North.
Is that the first?
City schools.
That can't be a first quarter score. How is that possible?
I'm not surprised at that at all.
La Crosse Central leads Monash to 16-14. Again, getting these scores on the YouTube chat, so we appreciate it. Hamilton, we thought was up 21-10 over Marquette at last check. Yep, Nina in a tough one with De West De Pere a tough one so far, according to Alex F. I should say, up 21-14. So we'll keep those scores coming. I know they're going to add a few more minutes onto the halftime score board here, Ricardo, but got a lot going on, right?
Yeah.
Varsity Roundtable, Game of the Week, of course.
Well, I'm actually going to start with the podcast, Brett, because we had Doug Ritchie from WLUK Fox 11 come down and spend an hour with us just looking at the area matchups, really more centered around Appleton, but we kind of looked around the greater Fox Valley area as well. He does a great job over there for Fox 11. It was real nice to pick his brain about this and how all three of us kind of, and Rosie included, how we look at how the layout of the playoffs, you know, the matchups and what we think. And he did a great job, so we really appreciate Doug coming down. In relation to that, I did put out my division-by-division predictions, kind of. I posted the top seeds and things like that, area matchups, and then who I thought were going to win. Also 7 questions going into the postseason. You know, one of them was about Kimberly. Are they going to catch fire and kind of make a run here? I talked about Nina and also Ashley Van Beek is playing, so you know that was one of my questions was he going to come back, because Nina is a state contender with Ashton Van Beek behind center. So please check that out on postcrescent.com. Please check out that podcast. There's also a postcrescent.com story associated with that podcast. But then you can also subscribe. It's a great podcast. We try to update it as often as we can. I know we're going to do it in a couple of weeks when we get a couple of more games underway. And then we're going to do it again when we have Steph Hauser come down and do her yearly meeting with us for the podcast. So that's the 920 Sports Podcast. Give it a listen. Varsity Roundtable this past week, we had Bayport Girls Volleyball, Brett, one of the top teams in the Valley. We're expecting them to get to sectional play at the very least, maybe even make a return trip to state. So we had the girls down, talk to them. Please check that out. That's every Wednesday, 7 o'clock. And then what am I missing here, Brett? Our live streams, we don't know where we're going to be.
We don't know where we'll be next Friday, but that'll be a second-round matchup. Live coverage will kick off at 6:45 p.m. But if you want to watch past Varsity Game of the Week live streams, well, you can. We got a whole bunch of them on our sites. Just go to any of our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites, go to the sports section, and scroll down until you see the Watch Our Varsity Game of the Week Prep live streams link. And then Monday, it's our Packers show, Clubhouse Live. 17 seasons already. It takes place at inside the Fox Club, which is at Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium in Grand Chute. That's home of the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers, the Midwest League Class A affiliate of your National League Central Division champion Milwaukee Brewers.
Yes.
But that's where we have the show. It's our third season there, and stadium gates open at 5. Show kicks off at 6:30. It's a free show, free parking. Food and drink are available. And last week we had Matthew Golden on, one of our anchor guests. This week we're going to go defensive side. It's been a few years since we've had this guy on, but I'm looking forward to it. It's Packers linebacker Isaiah McDuffie, one of those guys that you win with, right? You need those glue guys, those guys that make plays, special teamer, and make some. He's just one of those dudes that you just need to win football games and try to get to where you want to go. Definitely going to want to check it out. He's a fun guy. Looking forward to seeing him. As I said, it's been a few years, and we will be giving away Miller Lite deck tickets to next Sunday's Packers-Panthers game at Lambeau Field. You must be present to register and win. All you got to do
be there.
You get an automatic ticket. You drop it in the bucket just for being there, and you get more tickets if you order Miller products. It's that simple. So get a chance to go to. Those are great seats at Lambeau Field, the Miller Lite deck tickets. So the first of 2 sets we'll be giving away. A few weeks later, we'll be giving away the Packers-Vikings game. So be there. Again, Isaiah McDuffie, free show. We give away some prizes at the end of the night, and it's just it's a fun way to get to know the members of the Green and Gold. And by the way, if you can't make it, we stream it on any of our network websites, Facebook pages, including Packers News and Clubhouse Live and our USA Today Network Wisconsin YouTube channel. Some halftime scores. Alex F. just going nuts on the scores. Freedom leads 13-0 over Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Little shoot 40-0 over Ripon at halftime.
Folks, by the way, that Ripon has the state's leading rusher.
Yeah.
And they're just shutting them down.
Mustangs really look like the real they look like they're going to go far. Muskego, how about that?
Oh, Madison West is terrible.
50-3 over Madison West. Arrowhead 41-6 over Wausau West. West Appear 28-14 over Hartford. Notre Dame now big 49-26 at Greenfield. And Lourdes 7-0 over Shiocton.
Oh, Shiocton. Hey, you know what? And we were kind of like, they have 2 wins on the year, but boy, oh boy. Brett, that's blowing up my prediction. I had Lourdes making it to the final. Now I'm getting nervous over there of them in D7.
Now we got somebody asking on the chat, is there an updated score on Winneconne and Kimberly? Well, the Kimberly score is right on your scoreboard. Winneconne was up. What did we say?
It was 42-0 at the.
Yeah, 35. Now is it 42-0 over Milwaukee North? So there you go.
Getting ready for the second half, BC.
Third quarter, Fond du Lac. This is big moment of this game already for the Cardinals. It's 20-7, not out of it by any stretch of the imagination, not with some of their playmakers, but they got to get that offense going. And like I agree 100% with Ricardo. Get that run game going with Mason Henschel. That front was doing some work. They were winning the line of scrimmage. They were winning in the trenches. And Henschel was getting some yards, but open up that play action to try to get number 1, Adrian Johnson, one of the best players on the field without a doubt. Hermes is going to bang that one into the end zone. So 1st and 10 coming up for the Cardinals as we open the second half. Ricardo, you know our guy Mike Sherry, right?
I love him.
He does a great job of always previewing the must-see games. I always love listening to reading what the coaches have to say.
I do too, but a lot of times they're playing. They're very general,
very flowery too in their phrase.
That's not Mike's fault. I mean, that's just them trying not to provide bulletin board material.
Well, Kimberly coach Chad Michaelwitz said this on playing Fond du Lac, quote, "Fond du Lac is a team that has improved every week this season. They have some skilled athletes and play a physical brand of football. Our team continues to grow and enters this postseason playing pretty good football," end quote. And I would think Coach Michaelwitz thought that they played a first half of pretty good football as well.
I'm going to tell you a story here quick about coach speak and what we like to see.
Wow.
Look at that.
Who was that? Was that Tyler Hinn, number 69, the senior defensive lineman, 6'3", 273 pounds, blowing that play up. Almost a bobbled snap and a weird exchange on that handoff as well.
Some of you may know I used to be the sports editor in Fond du Lac years ago. I'm talking 2002, 2003. I got a story about old Coach Bob Highland and speaking to him about comments about playoff matchups. I'll do that as we go along here. Brett knows this story.
I love this story.
Second down and long here as Mikulkevich, I should say.
Yep.
That's a nice gain for him. That's it, taking it out to. Well, it makes it 3rd and short.
Yeah, it was a good run by the quarterback.
9 yards.
I'm telling you, this Mikulkevich, he's going to be a big time playmaker when he becomes an upperclassman. He's shown me a lot of nice things as a sophomore coming in. He's very athletic, good arm, fast,
and he's helping tie in shoes.
He reads the defense well, reads the field well, goes through his progressions. He's going to be fun to watch as he gets older. He's going to keep it kind of that option look. Nope, nowhere to go. And that was number 92 there. I think that was Chase Stanley, the junior defensive lineman.
Brett, that brings up a 4th and 1.
Got to go for it.
You think so
already? I think so.
Okay.
I think
all right. If they miss on this, Kimberly comes back and scores. The game's over.
Yeah, I usually don't roll the dice here, but I think Sam Pluker, the head coach at Fond du Lac, this is a statement right here.
Okay.
He thinks that he can get a yard. You give it to Henschel. They're going. Mikulkevich, he didn't get it.
Nope.
Let's see. Whoa, maybe that last little push. I'm looking at the sideline official. He says first down. He was stopped. He was stopped initially, but they just got enough of a push to get it past the 30.
But was it the tush push?
Boy, that's some hard running by the quarterback. A good, strong kid is Eli Mikulkavich, 5'11", 175 pounds. You know those Fond du Lac fans were like, ugh. So a fresh set of downs. And again, I think they're trying to do, look at this formation. Trying to do what you said, Ricardo. Try to get this run game going. Now Johnson goes in motion.
Oh.
Whoa, what's it? Fumble, whoa!
Oh, boy, what happened there?
Oh, boy, what is going on?
What are they going to call? A false start? Or?
Yep,
Yes.
exactly
They
right.
got
Wow.
big lucked out there.
You see Mikulkavich diving. I thought there was like some trick play going on. Instead, it was the ball was on the turf.
You've seen that happen in like NFL games where they get bailed out sometimes of a false start. I think that happened actually to my Bears, Brett, against the Saints. They actually fumbled the snap, but because the center moved it, it was called a false start, and it saved them. It was a 4th and 1 situation.
Wow.
Just, man, oh, man.
So the false start is on the center, then I take it here, right?
It has to be. So 1st down and 15 from the 26.
Mikulkavich now kind of flips it. Well,
Look
watch
out.
out. Yep. Boy,
Flag.
It's going to be a hold as the guess who? Number 69, Tyler Hinn, having a big game. So we're going to get a hold on top of that. I would imagine you decline that penalty. Oh, they're going to say
False start again?
false start?
It is. They got, see, now and again.
No, they declined it. Maybe
okay.
just illegal formation.
Cardinals is declined.
So they'll take the sack instead. Not a good start here in the second half. If you're Fond du Lac,
Boy, where's that ball at now?
the ball is at the
21.
21-yard line, yeah.
So 2nd and 20 or about?
Yeah, what's in the playbook here when you're this far behind the sticks?
Yeah, 3 receivers near side for the Fondy Cardinals as Mikulkavich is rolling to his
Oh, wow.
right.
He's got his guy wide open. What happened there?
And that's just a breakdown on the Kimberly defense, Brett. That's number 2, Caden Umentum.
Ooh.
Had to, Brett. No way he gets wide open like that without a breakdown, but they really flooded that right side of the field, Brett.
Boy, did that bail out the offense there because they were going backwards big time. And now look at this. After that connection between Mikulkavich and Umentum, ball at the 45 of Kimberly.
34-yard gain.
Yeah, nice throw on the run as well. Big play for the Cardinals, down 20-7.
Yeah, Mikulkavich has not completed many passes, but they've pretty much all been for big plays. Going to go for another one
he's
here.
got
he's
like
him.
a Johnson. Whoa, just a little too far, but Johnson had a few steps.
It falls incomplete.
I like it. Just take a shot, right?
Yes.
You think that that connection is probably going to happen more than what we saw the incomplete pass. This is what Fond du Lac coach Sam Pluker said on playing Kimberly. Quote, Kimberly is an excellent program that is the standard of high school football in our state. They have once again established themselves as a dominant team with a stifling defense and an explosive offense. We are excited for the challenge of competing against Kimberly, end quote. And trying to chip away at this deficit are the Cardinals, opening the second half as Henschel hard run and finally stopped at about the 41, 42-yard line. You didn't finish that Bob Hyland story.
Oh, I will. I'm just trying to find
Find the right time.
Yeah, here's the ball's at the 41.
I see now Hamilton building a little bit more of a comfortable cushion. 24-10, Hamilton over Marquette at the half. Again, winner of that one plays the winner of this one. Hamilton wins. That game will be down at Sussex next Friday night.
Ball at the 41, so a 3rd and 6 for Fond du Lac. There's Johnson in motion. And there's a false start again.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Pre-snap stuff can't happen. Sam Pluker, I'm sure, is beside himself across the field.
So that'll make it 3rd and 11 now at the 46.
3rd and 11 for the Cardinals.
Mikulkavich, watch
Ooh,
out.
look out.
Watch out. Oh, took a shot as he threw it. Oh, and that's just
nowhere.
out of bounds. And now what do? I think you got to punt it away
I
here,
think you
right?
do
Play
too.
field position.
Mm-hmm.
See if you can pin Kimberly deep.
But again, the mistakes there by Fondy pre-snap really hurt them. That short circuits that drive. And it's one thing, you're really playing a good opponent. You don't need to help them by making mistakes like that, Brett. Now they have
They're keeping their
the
offense on the
out
field.
there,
Yeah.
okay.
So Coach Fluker with 6:48 to play in the third quarter saying, this is the moment we think we got to go for it here on fourth down, but we'll see. See how this all shakes out. Starting to count right now. Nope, a little toss, fake toss.
He's
Trying to
got
set
in
one
the
up.
middle.
He's got Johnson down the field, and they're going to
There's a
call a
flag.
pass
Yep.
interference. That was that Ryan Halfman, the defensive back. He just kind of stuck. I don't know. Was there a lot of contact there?
Well, I'm just saying is that that's tough on the defensive back.
Pass interference against Kimberly.
They're going to call that every time, but he underthrew that, and
Yeah.
the defensive back just ran into Johnson.
Yeah, as Johnson trying to kind of come back to the ball a little bit. Credit Mikulkavich. He's just trying to throw it up to his main guy, right? And then you get a big penalty. And again, something that bails out the offense. Ball at the 31 now, fresh set of downs, 1st and 10.
Give the Cardinals credit. I mean, listen, it's a one-on-one situation. You want to get it to where your best player has a shot at it. It just happens to be where a penalty, unfortunate one for Kimberly.
But Mikulkavich able to kind of elude some of those guys flying at him.
Well, 3 receivers far side here, and then Johnson on the line. Back to pass Mikulkavich again.
Just going to keep it.
Yeah.
Oh, took down hard. Spun out of bounds.
3-yard gain for Mikulkavich, 2nd and 7.
Reed Beck, the junior linebacker, number 51, 6'2", 180 pounds, bringing down Mikulkavich, or spinning him out of bounds. Hey, look at this drive. It's been almost the entire, it has been the entire quarter so far, and we're halfway through this third quarter.
12th play of the drive, Brett.
Big play from Mikulkavich to Umentum, and then the pass interference call keeping this drive alive. There is a pass to Henschel, 3rd down coming up.
It's a critical drive here for Fond du Lac, Brett. Ball's now at the 23. So 3rd and 2. Four down territory, obviously, if you're a Fond du Lac fan. So 2 receivers near side. Henschel in the backfield with Mikulkavich.
And Mikulkavich keeps it. Oh!
Oh,
Wow.
He was able to squirm his way.
He's strong, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's got the 1st down.
So he got 3 yards. Needed 2, got 3. Ball's right at the 20. Now they're in the red zone. And a fresh set of downs for Fond du Lac. Brett nearing the 5-minute mark, too.
Yeah, 7 minutes with the ball to start the second half. This will be a big score if Fondy can punch it in. Again, Mikulkavich on the run. Look at him dance around. Now he's just weaving his way inside the 10. Whoa, and he's in!
What a run by Mikulkavich.
I guess a 20-yard score as he zigs and zags and weaves his way into the end zone, showing off his athleticism. And we got a game here.
4:42 left here in the third quarter, Brett. And, boy, I can't say enough about that run for Mikulkavich. That is some real tough running. And showing off some wheels. Brett, he looks like – I see a little limping from him, too. Rosie has it here on the sideline.
I'm sure he'll be fine. That was impressive. And, again, that big throw to Umentum as Martinez gets it through. And then that pass interference call. Kept that drive alive. And look at this as we take a look at our Cellcom Unison Credit Union scoreboard. Kimberly 20, Fond du Lac 14. Fond du Lac the entire time here in that third quarter to open the second half, a 7+ minute drive. Very impressive. Ends with a 20-yard touchdown run by Eli Mickelcavage. That's his second touchdown of the night. He also had the 2-yard run to put Fondy on top 7-zip with 4 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Return the kick for Kimberly, number 3, Keegan Blue, and number 24, Chris Chow.
Well, we were talking about what Fond du Lac needed, Brett. They got exactly what they needed there. A long drive, really kind of set the tempo.
How about Chippewa Falls on top of Wanakee 21-14? Wanakee's a top seed.
I'm not a believer in Wanakee. You know me, Brett. I'm not a fan of that conference they play in. 14 play, 80-yard drive, Brett.
14 play, 85 yards?
80 yards.
Or 80 yards?
Yeah. Well, I think just as much as Fond du Lac answered, Brett, I think Kimberly has to answer here as well.
No doubt about it. It's only a 6-point game.
Oh, Brett, that's a
onside kick.
Yes, I think Fondy recovered.
Oh, well, let's see. They're jumping up and down,
Yes,
and they
did.
got it. Wow. A special teams gaff in the first half with the block punt. Now a special teams. Well, let's see.
Were they offside?
Ooh. You can see
that
number 5, Ryan Halfman there for Kimberly. He's pointing towards Fond du Lac saying illegal touching is the call.
That was so close.
Just is going to give them their kudos about coming up with a stellar play special teams-wise. Instead, they'll have to kick it again. Or no, where does Kimberly not? I take that back. Where do the Papermakers get it? At midfield?
Is that how it goes? Yeah, I don't even know. That's where I would hope that.
Wow. Boy, oh boy.
I'm going to have to ask Ken, the official, if he can be around sometime during some of these games so we can ask him about this. But, yeah.
Almost.
Like Kimberly gets it.
So didn't get recover the ball right before 10 yards.
It just must be called dead right there then.
So big turn of events there now as Wong just hands off to Plu, who stumbles and maybe got a yard or certainly back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down, second and 10 for the Bakers.
No, lost a yard. Loss of 2 yards, so 2nd and 12. Saying his knee was down there.
He has 11 carries, 70 yards I have for Plu, Brett. 2nd down and 12. But, hey, if Fond du Lac defense can force a 3-and-out, that's also almost as good.
Oh, boy.
Look out.
Oh, good tackle there.
And then number 8.
Yep. Guardian Harris, the linebacker.
That's a great name, Brett. That's on my all-name team.
He was guarding the edge there for Guardian and making sure that Plu didn't really bounce it outside. Big play.
Yeah, well, that big play was that the onside kick that wasn't, Brett. I think that's a big one to think about as well. Here's 3rd down and 8 for Kimberly. Wong.
Oh, whoa. Oh, wow. He just let that rush kind of get through, and now you have a decision if you're Chad Michaelwitz. 4th down, and 2 or 3 to go. 4th and 3.
Yeah, short 3, so a 5-yard gain there by Wong.
Yeah, they're going to bring the punt team out.
Yeah, they are.
As Hermes now getting ready, so Fondy gets the stop, and now a chance.
I've seen a fake punt, Brett. They ran a fake punt against Nina on that 7-0 loss.
Looks like Fondy wants to call
so I don't know if they
timeout.
were thinking about that because I've seen them run that with Hermes.
This is an opportunity for Chad Michaelwitz. He could change his mind now, too.
He could. You know, Brett, we're talking about the coach speak and everything in Fondy Springs. And Bob Highland, for those who don't know, the all-time winningest coach in Wisconsin football history, bunch of titles. Their private school down there in Fond du Lac on the ledge there. They're the Fond du Lac Springs Ledgers. Incredible, just incredible success. Now, I was covering one of their teams back when I was the sports editor in Fond du Lac. I want to say they were 12-0. They got to the state semifinal level. I had to cover a game in Racine, and they were playing Pecatonica Arguello. Now, that Pecatonica Argyle team was 12-0 as well, but they played in a much worse conference, right? Highland, when I did the preview, he came in, he sat me down, we were watching film, he goes, Ricardo, I can't get my guys up to play this team. I'm like, what, coach? They're 12-0. They're routing teams. He goes, they're terrible. He goes, I can't get my guys excited to play this team. I'm like, my goodness. But see, that's the kind, and I told Coach Highland, I'm like, can I use that? Some of your really brutally honest comments, he goes, yes. See, that's what I'm talking about. Now, there's a guy who will tell you what he's seen and not try to sugarcoat anything.
Sure.
You know, he didn't want to put lipstick on a pig, as it were. And then what happened? They went out and they absolutely smoked Pecatonica Argyle.
I thought you were going to tell the story about Highland where he said, if you're not going to give us a top seed, give us an 8, and we'll play the top seed.
Yes, he's done that too.
Hopefully he's enjoying retirement.
We love him. I've always been a big fan of Bob. He always speaks his mind. Brett, he yelled at you a little bit.
That was at a sports awards show.
Yes.
I think I misspoke on a stat. I thought he was going to put me through the paces there for a second. I think I saw his assistant coaches were kind of chuckling in the audience. Well, here we go. Fond du Lac now.
Oh,
we got a flag.
Oh. Look out.
Oh, it's intercepted. What happened there? Oh, diving in. He's in.
Jansen?
That's Eli Jansen. Now there is a flag on the play.
Brett, is the false start going to save them on this? Because that flag was thrown right away.
Eli Jansen for now with the touchdown as the officials talk it over. And let's see what the call is.
Did Mikulkevich throw it? Is that how I got tipped?
Didn't see what happened. And it's going to be on Fond du Lac. And it's a touchdown. Eli Jansen with the score. Oh, my goodness.
Now, I don't know if that was a fumble recovery or interception, but my goodness, you talk about defensively making a big play. It doesn't get bigger than that. Everyone's congratulating him, and we can see on the sideline. Good shot there, Rosie. You see Eli loving this. Big guys don't get to score touchdowns too much. But that might be just the one that might put this one away, 27-14, if Hermes connects on this extra point.
Whoa, they're faking it. Hermes, and it's a 2-point conversion pass to number 6, Ryan Buchanan. How about that special teams play? Whoa. And that makes it a 14-point game as we look at our Cellcom and Unison Credit Union scoreboard. Papermakers up 28-14.
Oh, Brett.
Boy, what a turn of events there, right? So, I mean, we've seen now Eli Jansen with, I'm going to say, I think that was a pick. I don't know if that was a fumble. That looked like it was in the air.
It was in the air, yeah. I just didn't know if he threw it. I didn't see him throw it.
But then also earlier in the game, the punt block and Brennan Resch, so special team scoring touchdowns and the defense scoring touchdowns for the Papermakers. And killer stuff if you're Fond du Lac because you have the ball down 6 thinking, okay, and just a big mistake there. That was just a weird sequence. Eli Jansen, there he is again, one of your Elite 11 players, South Dakota State recruit. He's kind of reenacting the play right there on the sideline.
Yeah. So he might have been passing it. Jansen's a good kid. I remember Ray Rosie helped put that together, by the way. Go check it out on postcrescent.com/sports/varsity and just search for Elite 11. It should bring up this year's crop of senior top players.
Got Mike Sherry I think he must be kind of going back looking at the replay.
Oh, okay.
Mikulkevich did a shovel pass to Johnson.
Okay.
The ball hit Johnson in the chest and popped up in the air. Thank you, Mike. Yeah,
Thanks,
I was going to
Mike.
definitely try to look and see how that all turned. Kind of tough to see it from up here, but it was just wild. Next thing you know, there's Eli Jansen trying to get his way into the end zone. I don't know if that's his first career score.
See if I can talk to him. There are a lot of great players here for Kimberly having big games.
Thanks to Jeff as well on Twitter. Looked like a touch or pop pass that the running back, or in this case Johnson, number 1, just couldn't handle and bounced to Jansen.
Either way, that's good hands by the big old bear there playing on the defensive line for the Papermakers.
So now Fondy, again, not out of this by any stretch of the imagination.
I think it's tough for them to come back from this, Brett. I really do. Now Kimberly's just going to pin its ears back and go after Mikulkevich.
Oh, boy, look at him dance around.
How
there.
did he get out of that?
Finally got
The turf monster got him.
Got something out of nothing there.
Is there a flag?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Been a weird game.
In the 22-yard line, 2nd and 8 for the Cardinals.
It's imperative that, Fond du Lac at least get some first downs here. You're down 2 scores. You'd like to score here. Rolling to his right is Mikulkevich. He has his guy open there, Brett.
There's John. Oh, look at the defense. And another PI, it looks like.
Yeah, and I think that one was warranted for sure.
I thought Johnson had it. You might as well that could be your offense right now. Just try to throw it at him and see if you can either obviously come up with a connection or get some DPIs going.
He attracts so much attention, so there's going to be coverage on him and try to be close coverage, which might lead to the PI, which we have here. And that'll make it up to the 37, Brett. So first down and 10 for Fondy.
Johnson would have been he would have fit right in with that team back in the day with Braylon Allen and Kyle Waljasper.
Yeah. Well, Braylon Allen wore number 1. He'd be wearing a different number.
Was that Allen's number?
Yeah. Oh, no, it was 0. You're right.
Was it 0? I can't remember. Waljasper, I thought he was 13, I want to say. But, of course, Braylon Allen with the New York Jets on IR with the knee. Ooh, Mikulkevich again going downfield. Remember, we streamed that game. That was alternate spring game.
That was at Appleton East, I believe.
Yep, against these two teams, right? Fondy winning 71-47. I think it was back and forth, but it was crazy.
Rosie, make sure you put that thing on DVD or something, so we'll always have it.
Fondy winning that one. That was the alternate spring season championship coming off of COVID. The two teams generated 1,328 yards of offense. Fond du Lac 689 yards, and Kimberly 639 yards.
Yeah, Kimberly had Caleb Frazier. They had that great running back for it, and he had a big game too.
Just back and forth before finally Fond du Lac just pulled away. But one of the wild games we've ever streamed is Mikulkevich. Takes a big hit.
Mikulkevich on the keeper.
Again, led by Braylon Allen now with the New York Jets. Fourth-round draft pick of the Jets last season. And Kyle Waljasper, he's a redshirt senior quarterback at Minnesota Duluth. He's doing well for the Bulldogs, right?
Yes, he is.
379 yards rushing and 9 touchdowns for Waljasper, and he's also passed for 1,423 yards and 13 TDs. Duluth ranked 15th nationally. Had a heck of a college career. There's Henschel.
Got the first.
Oh, still on his feet. Hard running for Henschel. And Fond du Lac saying, hey, we're not out of this yet. They heard you. They heard you, Ricardo, and they said, we're not out of this.
Tell that Ricardo to shut his big mouth. 50 yards on 11 carries for Henschel I have unofficially. And now Fond du Lac is in Kimberly territory. First down and 10. At the Kimberly 47. 2 receivers near side here, BC.
Henschel again.
Big
hole is right. Still on his feet. Far side, finally tripped up. Some good hard running by Mason Henschel.
That's a 25-yard gain for Henschel.
He's a first-team all-conference running back as well.
Kimberly's defense needs to come up big here as well. First down and 10 at the 22. Less than a minute left here in the third quarter as Henschel off the left side.
Big hole. Oh, stiff arm as well. Still on his feet near the goal line. About to be a one-score game again.
It is.
Boy, a stiff arm, powerful stiff arm by Henschel there on the far side of the field. Ball inside the 5 to where, the 3? Yeah, first and goal at the 3.
Looks like they're going to try to score here before the end of the quarter. Just give it more Henschel, right?
Yep. Oh, no. Mickelcavage instead spins out of that. Oh, finally brought down. I think that was number 22 again, Jackson Lawson.
Oh, they're gonna think about that play call there,
Ooh.
Brett. It takes it all the way back to the 14.
Kind of wondering because Henschel really had something cooking. That offensive line was motoring, and now a ball at the 14-yard line.
And that's the last play of the third quarter. Second and goal to goal from the 14, Brett.
That's the end of the third quarter. Your score, Kimberly 28, Rosandick 14.
12 more minutes to go here at Papermaker Stadium as we look at our Cellcom Unison Credit Union scoreboard. 28-14, Kimberly on top, but went from first and goal at the 3 to now second and goal at the 14. Kimberly, as we mentioned, co-FVA champs with Neenah. Kimberly has won or shared a Fox Valley Association or Valley Football Association championship in 12 straight fall seasons. So the streak continues. That dates back to 2013. Does not include the alternate spring season, as we say, in 2021.
Let me see. By the way, Brett, all tied up between Luxembourg Casco and FBL.
Oh, wow.
8-11 left in the fourth. It wasn't a shutout for Little Chute. 40-2.
Okay.
They beat Ripon. Freedom, by the way, up over Kettle Moraine Lutheran, 28-0. Coleman big over Randolph, 44-6. Just looking at some of these other scores. I don't know how more recent you had, Brett, but Bayport up over Appleton North, 38-6. Bondwell all over St. Mary Catholic, 49-14. Notre Dame, they put up a 60 burger on Greenfield, Brett, 63-26 over Greenfield. La Crosse Central now taking command over Menasha, 30-14. Again, thank you so much for everyone. And our office guys getting those scores into us. Appreciate Dan Cohn, Jim Oscola, and Mike Sherry.
And Mike for helping him with some replay stuff.
Yeah.
So let's see how Fondy opens the fourth quarter after that 11-yard loss. Mickelcavage looking for Johnson again, and Johnson got the touchdown. Oh, no, at the 1. He is down at the 1. When in doubt, just throw it to Adrian Johnson. And that's going to be a third down. Third and goal at the 1.
Ryan Hackman on the tackle into the 1-yard line.
That's just, you can't stop that. You try to stop it, you get called for a penalty.
This is obviously 4-down territory here from the 1, so let's see if the Papermakers can make things tough for Fondia from a yard out from the end zone. And we have is it
Ball
on?
Start.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, just can't happen. Just can't happen on third down. His ball was inside the 1. Can't happen.
Clock is wound again here, but boy, if you're Fond du Lac, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. You make great plays, shoot yourself in the foot. Make another great play, shoot yourself in the foot. Just maddening. But that can be erased here, Brad, if they can get a touchdown here and make it within 1 score.
Trying to think what you want to do here. Try to run it with Henschel, or is Mickelcavage going to keep it? No, Mickelcavage play fake. Going to rainbow one to his guy. Got it.
Yep, that's the play.
Got it. And that is a what?
Yes.
6-yard touchdown?
6 yard.
Wow.
Brett, that was a great call.
Yep.
Just put it in the hands of your best player.
I guess. Back and forth. Back and forth. What a throw by Mickelcavage. What a catch by Johnson.
Well, I can't wait to see where that kid goes to school. I mean, I really think he's got a chance to be special at the collegiate level. Get him on a good program, Brett. Put some size on him.
I feel like he's now with another false start again, saying the PAT. I know Van Beek, obviously Offensive Player of the Year, but gosh, this Johnson kid's the second time we streamed Fond du Lac. I feel like he's the best offensive player that we've seen this season.
Boy, another false start on Fondy makes this kick from Martinez a little more difficult.
And Martinez, though, gets it through. So we still have a game, folks, with 10:49 to play. Kimberly up 28-21 as we look at our Cellcom Unison Credit Union scoreboard.
Are they going to do another one of the squib kicks, Brett?
Well, I think they'll be ready. Kimberly will be ready, that is.
Got to update my Twitter. You can follow me at Ricardo DeLeon, DELIAN. Brett at PC Brettsy. Rosie at Meadow Rosie.
Wanted to finish that stat about Kimberly in winning or sharing FVA titles in 12 straight fall seasons. Kimberly has also won or shared conference championships in 17 of the past 19 seasons. Papermaker is a playoff participant in every season since '06. Again, we're not counting the spring season of 2021.
Never count it.
Chad Michaelwitz done a great job as well. We talked about Sam Pluker in his 4th season. Same with Chad Michaelwitz. 4th season as Kimberly's head coach. 38-7 record. Fox Valley Association championships in all 4 of those seasons. Of course, the state title his 1st season here. As Plu with it. And big time for both teams to make something happen. God, if you're the Kimberly offense.
First thing you want, no mistakes.
Yeah.
No turnovers or anything like that.
But a chance for Fond du Lac if you got
Yes.
get that stop.
Balls were going to be placed right at the 30. So first down and 10 for the Papermakers. 1-score game. What does Cam Wong and company have in store?
Get that stop. It's a 1-score game, and you're maybe trying to march down the field to tie this game up. So what do you do here if you're the Papermakers?
Say run Plu, run Hermes.
There's Bell with the carry. Hermes not a lot of touches from the running back spot tonight. Now Hermes coming out.
Yeah, Hermes is at quarterback now on this play. Wong, I've seen him catch some balls out here, Brett, as well at receiver here. So he's also a threat catching the ball. So Hermes, he's going to take it himself right up the middle.
Yeah, and look at him go. Look at him go. He just has a little burst to his the way he runs.
16-yard gain.
I know you said it a little bit earlier today, kind of get him going a little bit.
Yeah.
I think this would be the
be
time,
it.
right?
Yes.
He's got to feel pretty fresh out there. He hasn't had too many touches, and he'll be the quarterback again. Wong's probably saying, "Hey, now, I want a reception in this game."
Yeah, he's fast. I mean, he's a playmaker himself. So
this time Hermes again, trying to navigate his way through.
He's patient. I like that.
Yeah, that's a good 4-yard gain.
Ball's now at the 47, so a 4-yard gain for Hermes. So it brings up a 2nd and 6. Boy, that would be just what the doctor ordered. If you're Kimberly, you're able to put together a nice drive on the ground, take some time off this clock, and go up by another 2 scores. That would really help if you're a Papermakers fan.
Hermes again, just going to tuck it under his arm, and boy, not much there. Now here's a big 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, gained a yard there. Ball's placed at the 46.
You know, he's a threat to throw.
He is. He can throw.
I wonder if you
But I think
try to draw something up maybe with him as a passer right now.
I see Hermes now. He's still at quarterback. Third and 5, a long 5 for the Papermakers.
Lom on the near side here is, nope, Hermes going to keep it again. Oh, stoned by number 95 for Fond du Lac. Tyvon Pate, 6'2", 220-pound junior defensive lineman, and Kimberly's going to have to punt it away.
Yes, they are. So a good defensive series there. After a first down.
Cardinal down as well.
That wasn't the young man who made the tackle. No, I see him walking off.
Can't see who that is.
And Rosie's trying to get his camera on him.
Hamilton all over now. Marquette 31-10. So it's looking like Hamilton will move on. Nina DePere with 7:06 to play in the 3rd quarter, tied at 13 apiece.
Nina, even they've been having some close games that have been really kind of head scratchers.
Well, even this game when they played Fondy, of course I wouldn't say that was a head scratcher, but when was that? That was, got the schedule here for Fond du Lac. I'll take a peek at the game notes. That was in week, I want to say it was a couple weeks ago, right? That was week 8, October 10th, 31-29, Rockets with the win. That's number 97.
So Notre Dame.
Jay Trinidad.
Notre Dame with the 70 spot, Brett. 70-32 over Greenfield.
Wow.
New Richmond 49-14 over Ashwaubenon. Brett Lux Casco 35-28 lead over FEL. There's still about 4 minutes left in that one. Bondo, this is a final 49-21 over St. Mary Catholic, and then 28-0 Freedom over Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Brett, that's a final. So the Irish moving on. And this punt, Hermas doing this as well. That's a nice punt, Brett, if it can stay outside of the end zone. And it will. Look at that.
Oh, no. Did it?
Yep, they're marking it at the 1, right?
Oh, my goodness. What a punt. Oh, my goodness. Where are they spotting that? That ball is at the goal line, Ricardo. The nose of the ball is right at the goal line.
Now, if you're Fond du Lac, you got to be very careful here.
Yeah.
First off, you have to have a nice snap. There can't be any kind of error while snapping the ball because that's a safety.
Yeah.
And then at this point, you're just going to have to try to rush it right ahead, Brett, just to get yourself some space.
That ball just, I don't know what kind of spin he had on it, because I thought it was going to skip into the end zone. It just stopped.
It kind of twirled more than it kind of, like almost like he had a little English on that.
And then the coverage guys doing their job to down it inside the 1.
Well, this is where your offensive line has to come into play here, Brett. You got to get your guys some space here.
If you're Eli Mickelcavich, you can't feel real comfortable standing in the end zone.
He's
going to drop back. Yeah, he's going deep downfield. He's going, oh my goodness, a catch.
No push off on
I
that?
think that the Kimberly folks want a push off. Instead, it's a catch for Xavier Davis, number 0. Boy, he did extend that arm a little bit. I was kind of waiting for the flag, and you can see the Kimberly sideline saying, come on. Instead, it's a catch, and that gets you out of the shadows of your goal post. Wow, what a throw.
36-yard gain, Brett, but there was definitely push off there by Xavier Davis, but hey, give him credit. He still made the catch.
Heck of a catch. Was that like a one-handed grab, too?
Yeah, it looked like it.
How about Mickelcavich, the sophomore, no fear, just saying, I'm going to put it up and you make a play. As Henschel now, boy, this is getting to be some hard hitting right now. This is getting intense. As Fond du Lac trying to come back from a 28-14 deficit.
Second down and 9 for Fond du Lac. Again, you always got to know where number 1 is. He's right there in the backfield.
Yep. Mickelcavich again going downfield. He's got a guy open. Oh, just a little too far.
Wow.
Don't forget about Xavier Davis, too, because he can fly.
Yeah, he's starting to flash here now as well.
Trying to think, is Davis, I asked this a couple weeks ago too, I thought he was a pretty darn good basketball player as well.
Fond du Lac has players. I mean, there's no doubt about it. They got playmakers. The quarterback, you can classify him as one. Oh, the quarterback they had before him, DeAndre Williamson Jr., also a junior. He was definitely a playmaker as well. Big down for the Kimberly defense, 3rd and 9.
Oh, wide open. It's Henschel. Basically just so much attention on those guys, Johnson and Davis. They just leave Henschel wide open. And good job by Mickelcavich just reading it, Ricardo. I'm so used to working with Mike Sherry now lately. So good at just reading it and not trying to force it to those guys. Sees his running back wide open and moves the chains.
That's okay. I always call Mike Brett.
Yeah.
First down and 10. Now they're in Kimberly territory at the 48. Boy, the Papermakers, they need a big play on defense here in the worst way. Johnson in motion. Now in the slot.
Again, he's got time
Way
going
too much
downfield.
time.
Guess who? It's intercepted! It's intercepted! That's number 5, Ryan Halfman with the pick.
Brett, I like, you like to go to your number 1 receiver there, and that's Johnson, but that ball seemed to get a little floaty at the end there, and that allowed Halfman to turn around and make the pick.
Well, Xavion Davis, Ricardo, was the intended receiver. Now he's getting up gingerly.
Oh, okay.
But Halfman was there, stride for stride. I don't mind the pass because his playmakers have been making those plays for him. But that time it was just the Kimberly defense coming up with a big-time interception. And, boy, that stymies some momentum that Fond du Lac had. Now it's up to the Kimberly offense to get something going and burn this clock. Easier said than done against this Fondy defense, though.
Well, they'll mark the ball at the 10, so first down and 10 from there for Kimberly.
Wong's going to keep it. There's just not much room right now. Just not much room.
You're right, Brett. That was a 1-yard gain for Wong, but they need a drive here. A couple of first downs.
I can feel and hear the angst of the Kimberly fans right now.
This one's too close for them.
Yep.
I get it. We kind of felt this was going to be this way, right, Brett?
Oh, yeah. Fond du Lac, as I said, 3 of their 4 losses have been by a combined 16 points. They've been in a lot of games. This is not unusual for them. They are a good team. Don't let that 5-4 record fool you by any stretch of the imagination.
2nd and 9, and we have a timeout, Papermakers.
So both teams with a pair of timeouts to go or to use up.
Yeah, again, thank you to everyone watching. Again, that's a final now. Bayport 41, Appleton North 6. 8:35 left in the fourth quarter. La Crosse Central 30, Menasha 20. Use some other scores here. I think those are the most recent ones that we have.
Somebody is saying Neenah not looking good. Boy, are they going to get beat by De Pere?
That team has just been in flux a little bit the last couple weeks, and that would be unfortunate. But, we were kind of scratching our head. But, Brett, that started way back when they were playing Oshkosh West. Remember that?
Yeah.
And they barely beat Oshkosh West. Second down and 9. There's Plouffe.
Oh, big run by Plouffe. Whoa, big spin move. Took a shot. He's a big, strong kid, right? Keegan Plouffe, 6'1", 182 pounds, senior running back, and that's a big first down run.
You're talking about a kid that Brett just did not want to go down. Really hard run there by Plouffe. Brett takes it all the way out to the 25. That's exactly what they needed. A little bit of juice, right?
Oh, yeah. The Fondy defense, though, hitting hard.
Rosie's loving this. He likes hearing a little. Is this War Pigs, Rosie? You know you love that song. A little Ozzy.
Winneconne 57 zip in the third? Oof.
Well, they're going to be playing a little better competition in the upcoming weeks, I'll tell you that. First down and 10 from the 25. Kind of a power formation for the Papermakers as
Plouffe keeps it. Oh, jeez. Who was that? Number 99 came down with it. That's Blake Colleen, 6'2", 220-pound senior defensive lineman. He's saying, hey, I got the ball. Yeah, but you think not a good night for the FVA so far. Kaukauna out, Appleton North out. Fondy, one of these two teams, or Kimberly, is going to be out. That's 3. And if Neenah loses tonight, holy smokes.
Yeah, and my predictions, and you guys can go ahead and yell at me, I did not have any FVA team making the final. I think I forgot who I had, Muskego and Arrowhead maybe. I can't remember who I had in the final.
It was a competitive year in the FVA, but come playoff time.
Lots of time for Wong.
Oh, got his guy. Hermes almost with it. Got a hand on it. Yes. Hermes was open.
Yeah, he had what he wanted in the route.
Well, Hermes can move, can he? He's got some wheels. And maybe think about that again. One-on-one, you like that matchup that Maddox Hermes can win that most times.
Well, what I liked as a former offensive lineman was that pocket that Wong had. Plenty of time to process and go through his reads and find that open guy. Just had to put a little bit of a better ball there because I think Hermes was right there.
Big third down here, Ricardo.
It is, 3rd and 7. Fondy can really set up its offense nice if it can get a 3-and-out here.
Oh, Wong, nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Fondy wasn't fooled. You got number 9 and number 5 combining. Ethan Kolb, number 9, number 5, Peyton Umentum, and Kimberly.
They're going to make this tough on themselves here.
They're going to have to punt it away, right?
Yeah, and then Fondy should get it with pretty good field position.
Oh, there's a penalty. It's going to be a procedure call against Kimberly.
So what are they doing?
I'm
Decline
going to imagine
you got to decline
that, yeah.
Yep. Okay. And
One flag declines the penalty.
now you got to punt it away and hope that if you're Kimberly, that Hermes can boom another one.
so I'm looking here, 2 timeouts for Fondy, 3:40. So that's plenty of time. It's a matter of not shooting yourself in the foot, right? That's been kind of Fond du Lac's thing this whole game.
4th and 7 from the 28-yard line.
Couple of special teams miscues. You all right, Brett? I see you squatting over there. You're back. I'm worried about your back.
No, back is okay.
Okay.
I'm just getting a little colder than I realized.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely bringing the old heater next time.
Hey, we put the electric blanket on the bed.
Oh, you did, huh?
Oh yeah, and it looks like we're gonna get a Kimberly timeout.
Brett's going to look at some scores here, right, BC?
Yeah, I'll go on the live chat here in a second and see what we got here. Hank DeWild says FVA is down in terms of a top team, like a juggernaut.
I definitely agree with you on that, Hank.
301 passing yards for DePere tonight.
Wow, look at that, DePere 13, Nina. DePere just missed a field goal. Maybe that opens up a shot for Nina to escape with that win. Boy, they got to play better. And that's nothing to take away from DePere. I'm sure DePere is a fine team, 5-4. They made the playoffs, but Rockets with Ashton Van Beek back, you got to play better than that. You're not going to go anywhere past to the semifinals or quarterfinals or anything like that.
Mike Sherry says Hamilton all over Marquette now tonight, 38-17.
Okay.
So winner of this one will take on Hamilton down at Sussex next week. Hermes, whoa, gets that punt off. And a fair catch by Peyton Umentum.
Yeah.
And some pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they try to tie this one up, or you never know. If they get a touchdown, would they try to go for two?
Why not, right? I would do that. We've seen Kimberly do that, Brett, in the state semifinal game.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
So ball at, the 38-yard line.
So first down and 10 at the 38, at their own 38 for Fond du Lac. They've moved the ball, folks. They have done that through the air.
They've moved the ball, but they've made some mistakes at the same time. So what Fond du Lac are you going to get here on this drive to try to tie this game up? Mikulkavich, he's a playmaker. Well, now he's just going to keep it, and he's going to be on his feet, first down, and finally brought down.
I think he got the first down.
Oh, yeah.
It's to the 49, so an 11-yard gain for Mikulkavich. Nice gain on first down. They're in midfield now. Here comes Johnson. And, again, a big guy this half has been Davion Davis.
At some point, you're going to be tempted just to throw one downfield to
Johnson
or Davis and see if you can get the connection or get a DPI.
I would with those playmakers, of course.
Mikulkavich, hit as he threw it. That might be underthrown. Whoa, what are we going to have here? No flag. There was some contact.
And, boy, Mikulkavich took a shot.
Yeah. He bounces right back up, though. Tough kid.
And I think, was that number 9? Was that Clavijo who maybe got the hit on Mikulkavich? Brett, he took a shot.
Yeah.
Boy, these kids are tough.
They are. Tougher than us.
Yeah,
At least tougher than me.
Tougher than me, for sure. To have that courage to throw the ball down when you're going to get smoked, that takes, may I use some Spanish, some cojones. Second down and 10, 3 receivers near side for Fond du Lac.
Again, Mikulkavich surveying the field, and now he's going to run. Stiff arm, on his feet still, and finally out of bounds. What a run by the quarterback.
Oh, that's just tough. I mean, yeah, I saw, is that number 51 from Kimberly, tried to take him down. Reed Beck, I think he was giving a little bit of a, what do you call it, one of those?
Not bad. How about that for a sophomore, though, huh?
Yeah.
Strong kid. 3rd and 1.
Ball's at what, the 42 of Kimberly. Nearing 2:30 in the fourth quarter. Power formation.
Mikulkavich going to keep it. And again, getting around that edge. He's got the first down and knocked out of bounds. He's going to be sore tomorrow morning.
Needed 1, got 4. And the ball's now inside the 40-yard line. First down and 10 at the 38 for Fond du Lac. Well, good start to this drive for the Cardinals. Can they avoid the mistake, Brett? You've seen it time and time again tonight. Cardinals kind of shooting themselves in the foot. And is that an official's timeout?
Looks like it. What's going on? Is there a player down or? Can't see.
Or is, I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, there's a
what's
player
going on.
down. I can see a kid from Kimberly down on the sideline. I can kind of see through the legs.
Look at Rosie's trying to get the camera on it.
It's pretty tough to see, Rosie. I'm using my binoculars, but I can see through the ankles and the knees that there is a player down for Kimberly. He's laying on the turf, but what a game this has been. End of the third quarter, according to our friend down in Neenah, John Yoke, 13-13, Neenah and De Pere.
That's been a slugfest.
All right, we're all good to go. First and 10 for Fondy. That's Mikulkavich again, going to throw it downfield, looking for Davis. Oh, some contact again, but I think that's a good no call, incidental stuff.
Yeah, and Mikulkavich almost took another hit there, but good pass pro, though, or I should say pass protection, yeah, for Fond du Lac.
Brings up a second down, second and Cardinals from the Kimberly 38-yard line.
Second down and 10 from the 38. Always got to know where number 1 is, and now number 0, Xavion Davis.
Don't lose sight of Henschel either, though,
Yep.
number 4. Is he out there? Trying to see, yeah.
Takes
Henschel
it.
has it right there. And that's, looks like, guess who? We've called his name a few times. Tyler Hinn.
Yeah.
Tyler Hinn on the tackle.
I think if you're Fond du Lac, you want to have a little bit, maybe quicken the pace a touch. You're hitting the 2-minute mark. Clock still running. Cardinals with 2 timeouts to use.
Yeah, I agree with you. That you need to be a little more quick on your giddy up here. I think that Taffman, who's a little injured, or looks like he has cramps or something there on
is that
the
what's going
sideline.
on?
Yeah.
Back judge now starting to count. Mikulkavich got some time going downfield again. Boy, he's triple covered. 3 guys, Ricardo, on Adrian Johnson.
I think that's a little too much.
But if you're triple covered, who's open, right? Somebody's got to be open.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. And, you know, to be honest with you, he put it where only his guy could get it. But it's still a little bit too far. But now 4th and 8 situation, this is the season, wouldn't you say now, Brett?
No doubt.
For Fond du Lac. And Johnson, he's just got to be exhausted. I see him going off the field.
3 guys on you. Fun game here to start the playoffs. Again, we'll be somewhere next week. Don't know where. Surprised that Neenah De Pere game just starting the 4th quarter, 13 apiece.
Brett, Notre Dame almost put an 80 spot on Greenfield.
Wrightstown beats O'Connell Falls, 27-12.
Good job, Alex F., getting us these scores. Yeah, I thought that was going to be – that was, what was it, a 6-3 matchup, Wrightstown against O'Connell Falls. I know we asked Doug Ritchie about that because O'Connell Falls was 8-1.
Yeah. O'Connell Falls used to be in the Northeastern.
Where are they, the Blue Devils or –
The Panthers.
Oh, the Panthers.
O'Connell, yeah. Is O'Connell Falls still in the Northeastern, though, for basketball?
That I don't know.
Trying to remember. So here you go, 4th and 8. And this is it. Minute 31 to go.
Big down here for both defense and offense.
Wonder if you can find Henschel maybe in the flat or something over the middle. And
there's
now
a
Kimberly
timeout,
wants to burn its final timeout. So Kimberly has used all 3 of its timeouts. Fond du Lac still with 1 to go, but sometimes, with the defense focusing on Davis, number 0, and Johnson, number 1, that leaves Henschel wide open for some stuff underneath. Wonder if you try to dial something up where that defense is just all eyes on those 2 talented receivers or tight end in Johnson's case, and then that leaves Henschel with a chance to, at the very least, pick up this first down, keep this drive going. Hank DeWild says, believe it or not, O'Connell Falls beat Kimberly in the playoffs in 1997. Whoa, really?
Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me?
Here you go. We'll try it again, 4th and 8. Mikulkavich. Watch out, gonna go, and caught! Is he in bounds? No, he's out of bounds!
Yep, and then you see the
He's
official.
out of bounds. The official is right there, too.
And was that number, that was Umentum he was trying to hit, Brett.
He caught it.
Yep, and that's just unfortunate if you're Fond du Lac for Kimberly.
Caden Umentum, number 2, he caught it. He can't believe it, but the official was right there. He saw it.
And Brett, I think that was a good play to run if you're Fond du Lac, just not able to get the foot down.
Yeah, Umentum, you can see him far sideline. He's kind of in disbelief. I don't know if he thought he had it or not, but heck of a ball, heck of a catch, just out of bounds.
Victory formation for
Yeah,
Kimberly,
he's
Brett.
taking a knee.
They're getting out of here with a good win.
Looks like Fondy wants to burn. Fondy going to take its final timeout.
Brett, do you mind if I talk about
Please
the 2
do.
teams right away? Because I want to get down there and.
And by the way, again, remind folks you'll have updates.
Yes, I'll have a lead update on this because I think our photographer was here, right? I thought
Yeah,
I remember
Bill.
seeing. So this will be the lead story, and I'll try to wrap up as many of the matchups as we get. That is where our office folks come in, helping us out. Again, Dan Cohn, Jim Oscolo, Mike Sherry. I'll try to provide as thorough a wrap-up as I can, and I believe it'll be in Sunday's paper or Monday's paper, but it'll be online right away tomorrow in the morning. So around 8, 9, 10 o'clock. So look for it there. But I'll get down there, talk to Coach Michael Witz and one key player or 2, hopefully.
Maybe get Eli Jansen or Resch.
I might get it.
Those 2 guys.
I might get Eli.
Those will probably be my 2 video highlights, I would think.
Yeah. So
Resch and
big win if you're a Kimberly fan. But you know what? They got to clean up some of these mistakes on themselves. I don't think they played a clean game, and you are going to need a clean game next week against Sussex Hamilton. And if you're Fond du Lac, boy, oh boy, Brett, this team has so much talent on its roster, right? And some of it's coming back. Obviously both quarterbacks coming back. So they got some guys coming back that are going to play a big role in next season. But man, oh man, it's tough for you to come up here to Kimberly and try to get a win in this place. And I think they accounted for themselves very well tonight, Brett.
Yeah, you can see some of the Fondy players hugging. It's a tough loss.
It is. They have a couple guys that we think are upper tier, obviously with number 1, Johnson. I'm not sure. Is Henschel a senior?
Yeah, I was looking at both of you Umentum guys, Caden and Peyton. So we're losing some guys, Kolb. But something to continue to build with Eli Mikulkavich and DeAndre Williamson Jr., both quarterbacks. But heck of a way to start out the playoffs. And Kimberly moves on.
Good game. And I want to thank, again, everyone for submitting the scores. Brett, again, next week I'll bring a heater.
Yeah, we'll see where we are. I don't know if we'll be on the road somewhere, or maybe if Nina wins, maybe we check out the Rockets again, because I think they would host the game. Or we'll see. Maybe we dip down to the Division 4 level, and we'll figure it out. But that is the final as we check out our Cellcom Unison Credit Union scoreboard. Kimberly with the win, 28-21 to move on. Kimberly now 8-2 on the season.
And I'll be out, so thank you guys. We'll see you next week.
Sounds good, Ricardo, and I'll run down the scoring before I sign off. Fondy gets on the scoreboard first, a 2-yard touchdown run by quarterback Eli Mikulkavich. That's with 4 minutes remaining. 7-0 Kimberly, or I should say Fondy, with the lead, and then it was a big second quarter for the Papermaker. 20-point second quarter, 29-yard field goal and a 34-yard field goal by Maddox Hermes, and then a 9-yard touchdown run by Maddox Hermes, and then the fumble or the punt block recovered in the end zone by Brennan Resch. That's how Kimberly scored those 20 points, and the Papermakers led 20-7 at the half. 20-yard touchdown run by Mikkelkavich to open the third quarter, a 14-play, 80-yard touchdown drive, made it 20-14, and then a touchdown pick, a pick six, you could say, for Eli Jansen. Of course, he didn't have to run very far. Right at the goal line, dives in, the big defensive end. Maybe, I don't know if that's his first career scoring touchdown or not, but it was in, and then Maddox to Ryan Buchanan on the 2-point conversion pass. That was with 2:40 to play in the third quarter. Made it 28-14. And then the final touchdown of the night, 6-yard pass from Mikkelkavich to Adrian Johnson with 10:49 to play in the fourth quarter. Kick was good. 28-21 was the score then, and that's how it ends. Again, as we look at our Cellcom and Unison Credit Union scoreboard, Kimberly with the victory, 28-21. With the win, the Papermakers improved to 8-2 on the season. They move on into the second round of the WIAA Division I playoffs. Kimberly will play, it looks like Sussex-Hamilton. I don't know if that's a final, but Hamilton was having its way over Marquette. That will be down in Sussex. Fond du Lac finishes its season 5-5 overall. And again, 7-point loss for the Cardinals. So just find that stat again. 4 of Fondy's 5 losses this season now by a combined 23 points. Appleton North 15-8, Kaukauna 36-29, Neenah 31-29, and now here 28-21. So tough season for Fond du Lac in that sense, but a heck of a run, and they've got to be excited with some of these pieces, particularly the 2 quarterbacks that will be back next season. As for us, not sure where we'll be next week, but we'll be somewhere to be determined. We'll be at a WIAA football playoff second round game next Friday. Live coverage will kick off at 6:45 p.m. I'll announce it on my Twitter account probably next Tuesday at PC Brettsy, so please give me a follow. You can access our previous Game of the Week live streams on our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites. Just go to the sports section and scroll down until you see the Watch Our Varsity Game of the Week Prep live streams link. Again, thanks to all of our sponsors. First, our playoff sponsor, Unison Credit Union, is proud to sponsor our Game of the Week playoff live streams. With 6 locations throughout Northeast Wisconsin, Unison Credit Union offers low rates, local decisions, and fast approvals. Visit unisoncu.org to get started today. And our season sponsors, Cellcom and Piggly Wiggly. Switch to Cellcom and they'll buy out your current contract and you get 6 months free. Keep your phone, keep your number, and get Wisconsin's local network built for you. Visit a store or cellcom.com for details. And Piggly Wiggly is proud to support Wisconsin high school athletics. As your local grocery store, they're committed to making a difference in the community, both on and off the field. Shop local, shop the pig. De Pere up over Neenah right now, 20-13 with 7:34 to go in the fourth quarter. So Rockets in trouble in that one right now. Kaukauna falls, Appleton North falls, Fondy falls. Boy, Neenah could fall. It could be a rough first round in the WIAA playoffs for FVA teams, but Kimberly moves on. And again, thanks to everybody who was hanging out with us tonight on the chat. We appreciate you guys, and thanks for giving us a whole bunch of scores. We appreciate that very much. So for Ricardo, for Rosie, for the entire crew at USA Today Network Wisconsin, this is Brett Christopherson saying so long. Once again, the final score tonight here at Papermaker Stadium in Kimberly, Wisconsin, as we look at our Cellcom Unison Credit Union scoreboard. Kimberly with the win, 28-21. Thanks for watching, everybody.